So we'll at least normal. What about brutal? Hard to kill, supplies to be scarce, vulnerable to damage. Maybe I'll start normal. I mean, brutal is tempting, but I don't know how hard this game is. It wouldn't shock me if it was already pretty tough. Yeah, I've done very little research on this game ahead of time, so
the Intrepid Earth Coalition maintains a
I don't know a whole lot.
over the soul mining rights to the rare and highly coveted helium. Though little is known about this volatile matter, demand has never been higher. Free from regulation or consequence, the Coalition now operates hundreds of brutal, deep space mines in pursuit of greed.
Some kind of, fuck it. Throw caution to the wind. Goading redemption. Just to try it out, right? Just to see how bad I get my butt stomped in. We could always, I think we could probably up the difficulty or change it on the fly. So if we're cruising and it's too easy, we could up the ante probably. To see how games like this work. I'm liking the vibe so far. If this time of the end, we might play more of Diluvian Ultra. That game is also very good. That game is fucking wild. Like, that game is weird. Insofar as it's, like, otherworldly. Like, this game looks like it's probably based in a reality that is... in like a flavor of reality that is familiar. Like, okay, we're humans and we're in a spacesuit and we're on, like, a planet and we're, like, mining resources. Like, okay, that's a simple... an understandable setup. Whereas Diluvian Ultra, it's like you're this fucking demigod moth creature trying to reestablish the brood. Oh my god, yeah, I just got fucking melted, by the way. Trying to reestablish the brood and like usurp it from some other creature ecosystem. Like, it's completely bonkers and very unfamiliar, and which is cool, and I like that. But like, this is like, okay, yeah, there's a basis in reality I can work with. Yo, Red Faction, Dolph, my man. Dude, I loved Red Faction. Holy shit. And you're right, similar beginning, isn't it? Yeah, the miner's getting fucked up, man. All right. Raise a glass. Oh, I was like, wait, raise a glass? Like, hell yeah, brother, I'll drink to that. Now, I think they mean raise glass as in the, crack open the cockpit. There we go. Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that. He's got a bottle of ranch dressing.
Scanning complete.
Hopefully the font is not too hard for you guys to read. It's a little bit hard for me to read. Learning is very squished.
Asteroid 27C. It appears your passenger vessel was damaged upon docking with the station. You have come here to investigate the hailing frequency, I presume. How fortunate. You will find the denizens of this vessel are not well. They're behaving uncharacteristically violent.
Hyper-violent. Title drop. Time for some docking now. We're talking, buddy.
Press E to interact with objects around you. If you have a weapon equipped, use the left mouse button to fire your left-handed weapon. And use the right mouse button to fire your right-handed weapon. If you do not have a weapon, you can perform a series of punches. Try punching now by pressing the left mouse button.
I always love when games do this, when they're like, welcome, John Video Game Character Smith. Here's your keycard and badge. Press the spacebar to jump and the left mouse button to shoot. Because whenever I've had like a new orientation for a new job, they say the same thing to me. Welcome, Alex Q Super Hobbit. Press the left mouse button to throw a punch. Press the right click button to aim down the iron sights. Press the H button to heal yourself, and the Q button to pull your penis out and piss on the floor. That's what they say out loud. By the way, Aaron says everyone's got green usernames. Oh boy. What I'm trying to do is this. Got bad news, Aaron. I'm sorry. But on my end, oh, how do we tell Dolph? How do we tell him? Oh no. How do we tell him? Oh, how do I, okay, there we go. Yeah. Damn is what we say to that. We say damn. Okay, it's okay, Dolph. If he's green on your end, good enough. It's good enough. Do you like how, I don't even know how I did that. I tried to like alt tab and it went woo, 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 it got all silly.
Press and hold the shift key on your keyboard. Good. Now that you know how to move about and interact with your environment, proceed through the airlock.
Can I punch? Yeah, I was gonna say, can I punch shit? Gonna turn the volume down maybe a little bit more for the sound. Faux show. Nice. Let's go greeny boys, that's right. Switch. So this is gonna be right, like hold one weapon with left hand and another button with right hand. Maybe there will be two-handed weapons. I had to. I was like, I gotta know. I couldn't help myself, man. I've got a problem. I could not help myself. I knew it would happen. I knew the risks. Yo, what's up, Corey, by the way? Soupist. We were talking about soup earlier. Ooh.
Scanning initiated.
Hopefully I didn't nuke anybody just now. I clicked and but the click went outside the window for a second.
Identified.
I'm actually gonna move this window about a little bit because I think it's overlapping in the other monitor. Oh, I still have monitor 1 selected. That's kind of silly. Whoops.
It appears your passenger vessel was damaged
There we go.
upon docking with the station.
Yes, more docking discussions.
You have come here to investigate the hailing frequency, I presume. How fortunate.
There's a sprint.
You will find the denizens of this vessel are not well.
It's not a crouch button that I can see.
Uncharacteristically violent.
Punch a wall too much, you'll break your hands, or that the wall will fall down. It's like Minecraft, right? If you punch anything enough, it'll eventually start to crack, like this window.
With objects around you.
Makes perfect sense, right?
If you have a weapon equipped,
That's our ship.
the left mouse button to
I'll wait for the
fire
lady to stop talking, unless I can
and use
skip
the right mouse
dialogue.
button to fire your right-handed weapon.
Punch.
If you do not have a weapon,
Do you have an inventory?
perform a series of punches. Try punching now by pressing the left mouse button. At times, you may find it necessary
There we go.
to move quickly about the station. To run, press and hold the shift key on your keyboard.
Oh man, look at that animation. We're like
You know how to move about
cracking it open.
and interact with your environment.
Proceed through the do I have a flashlight?
Through the airlock.
No, I do not. So it's a little bit dork. A little bit dork. I'm a little bit dork as well. Okay, so the whole point is that that door is not functioning. Again, I don't think there's a crouch button. That was the wrong airlock? Unless I can pick these up. Or punch them. Like a little blippity bloop right there. Go back the other way then. Maybe I went the wrong airlock. But man, it's so dark. Can't see shit, Captain. Go back. Oh, or maybe... Okay, I probably just went through the wrong way then. Oh, that's reassuring. Okay, let's go up here first. Maybe there's like something I'm supposed to get in this room. Like a flashlight. Perfect.
Now that you have found an item, press the tab button to open your inventory screen.
Now I'll be able to see things
Screen, you can review
when it's dark and
items in
scary.
possession, as well as equip weapons in either hand. Some weapons may require both hands to use. To equip a weapon, click and drag it into the desired hand. You may also right-click on an item in your inventory to see more specific options for that item. Here, you will also find your personal data pad, which will store information you find during your stay on Commodus, as well as display the details of items you highlight in your inventory.
Thanks, lady.
Press tab again to close your inventory screen. You can also use the mouse wheel to access your arsenal quickly. Once you have accessed your arsenal wheel, left or right-click, respectively, to equip a weapon in this manner.
Okay. You break your arms and you're flopping them in melee. Yeah. Once your arms are like dead weight, you can still like do maybe 10% of the actions with them. So page access the okay, so that's just the stuff she's getting. Like, so this is there any lore or anything? This is all just tutorial stuff, I think. Yeah, just the stuff about the denizens acting uncharacteristically. Also, do replay. Thank you very much. That's so kind. Let me add. Hold on. Let me move this window over here so I can add the points from this very kind raid from these very nice individuals. Do replay. Thank you for that raid. That's so nice. Now I see amongst those in the raid messages, in the raid chatters, I see Lizzie. Lizzie, did you have something to do with this? D-Replay, thank you, my friends. We're playing some HYPERVIOLENT, game that is still in early access. I've never played this game before, but we got a review copy a week or so ago, and we're checking it out for the first time. And despite the name, we haven't seen any violence yet, but I'm also like 2 minutes into the game, so we'll see. Thank you to those who joined in. I see you guys are playing some Until Dawn, which is a game that I have not played, but I have heard it's incredible. And if you have any clips to share, by the way, Lizzie knows this already, but whenever somebody raids me, I always love to ask if you have any clips to share, because you have done me a solid by raiding me. The least I can do is to offer to put the spotlight on you guys and be like, yo, here's a sample of D-Replay, see what their stream's all about. And also, it gives me a chance to see what your stream is all about, so that I can, you know, I can like selfishly have like more people I can follow and watch and shitpost in their chat. I mean, encouragingly comment positively. I would never shitpost in anyone's. Nah, I would never. I would never do exactly what I just said. Anyway, it's good to see you, and thank you again for that raid. Very generous, and thank you to Lizzie, who might have goaded D-Replay, twisted their arm. Replay said, I don't want to. No more small bearded men named Alex. And Lizzie said, too bad. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, we like to get, yeah. You know, only encouraging. We only encourage our homies. That's right. This game is called HYPERVIOLENT. Again, it's in early access, so it's still got a ways to go. But it had a pretty big update fairly recently. Seems like one of the big features with this game is you have like left click is for left hand buttons or actions, and then right click is for other hand, so I can hold the flashlight with one hand and do punchies with the other. I don't think there is a limited battery, and oh good, there's blood here. Time for some hyperviolence. I see we have a fellow over here. Well, you know, I always like to go the wrong way first in situations like this, so let's get some bullets. You picked up bullets. Small bearded men named Alex. Well, if you needed more small bearded men in your life whose name happens to be Alex, I'm happy to supply that. I don't want to like cause your body to like get overloaded with exposure to small bearded men. I know how that goes. That shit can be dangerous. I don't want to put you in the hospital, but if you need more of that kind of shit, then we got you. Gremlins clip the worst moment. Yo, I'd love to see it. Yeah, if Lizzie or Replay, or any of your other viewers, if any of you have like some fun clips of Replay's stuff, I would love to see that shit. Oh, he's dead. I thought he was a homie, but he's dead. Now, when I search his body, is our character gonna like fucking rip him to pieces, like just fucking gib him to death? Nope. We're just looking at him, and he's got a gun. Right click. I'll retrieve. And then escape. There we go. So now we got our GAT. And then we also got a terminal. I'm liking the vibe of this game so far, by the way. So let's see. Do we have any cool intel about this event? Because we know, all we know is we have arrived here. There's this mining facility. The miners and people that live and work here are acting erratically, are acting violent. They've been exposed to something that's fucking with them. What is it? That's all we know so far. We found one dead guy who's got a gun. That's all we got so far. So, clicking in the entry logs. So, regular maintenance. Have a pair of eyes trained to look for hazards. Okay, when crews are utilizing the same space. Every 6 months, they methodically scan the interior of the IEC Commodus. It's reviewed for key items. Emergency inertia guidance protocol. Equipment accessibility, fireport accessibility. So just standard OSHA guidelines, that kind of thing. Clear hatches in presence of drag-throughs, ventilation paths, translation paths. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. So that's safety briefing. Solar flares, I know what those can do thanks to RimWorld. So strong as the last cycle, which was a below average cycle, but it can still cause problems. Consider when docking or receiving passenger vessels. Yeah, I know from RimWorld that solar flares can cause equipment to malfunction. This last one, mining incident from private, and it's been removed. Alien Dark Descent Survivor. Doing some San Andreas. Oh shit, here we go again. It probably do be that way, or it's gonna turn into that kind of situation, most assuredly. Public net is not available for whatever reason, and that's all we got. So, couple advisory logs, one about an incident we can't read. Public net's offline, and yeah, so not a whole lot known right now. Oh Jesus. That was extremely loud, and I kind of had a feeling. That it was going to get loud, so I'm going to turn it down more. Kind of not surprised that man decided to, I'm going to assume that was sound. Decided to get all weird and squirrely on us. Not terribly surprised. Usually how these things go. Alright, so, right to reload, there we go. Yeah, I reflexively tried clicking with the left mouse button. Oh, it says help. I mean, notice that detail. And all I was doing was, you probably saw I was toggling the flashlight aggressively, like as if that's gonna deter him from getting my ass. I'm assuming I can add this to my inventory without using it. We got it there, which is good. Had us right up against the wall, too. We do have an autosave, which is nice. So we came from that way. There was that one darkened room that made me very nervous. Oh, Jesus. So it takes 4 shots to bring one of those fools down. Okay, this is probably the right way to go. I'm gonna go check the wrong way real quick. Oh, the battery does eventually run out of juice. And then it has to be, like, recharged. Or, like, it has to, like, power down. And power back up. Yeah, because this is the airlock where we came from. As that one's locked. And that... Wait, oh, that one's open now. These bathrooms? I thought this was a bathroom at first. Is this a shipping manifest? One person, a fighter pilot. Response sailing frequency. No other stuff known. 350 and a frigate. Nothing weird. Neptune Cries it was a Zeppelin, not made out of lead, probably. 22 people on it. Intrepid Earth Coalition. It's tourism. Okay. This one was one person. Some kind of auditor. And then Spoon Man, IEC Spoon Man, training personnel. Okay, 450 people in this one. And then this one. Classified, estimated 50. Okay. Diplomats of some kind. Alright. That's all fine and dandy. Status is closed. I guess I can't unclose it. No vessels inbound. Yeah, I don't think this is a bathroom. I mean, I could maybe take a shit on here, but it probably wouldn't be a good idea. Metal pipe? Melee weapon? Is that what that is? Improvised melee weapon, sure enough. Discard. Oh, wait, hold on. To desired hand. I'm not throw it on the floor. Whip. Click and drag to a desired hand. Maybe that? Something. Oh, maybe. Okay, I think I see. Okay, so if I wanted to, I could go blah blah. You know, I could do one of those, but then I can't see. So for now, actually, maybe I'll do one of these because my brain very much is trained to left click to make the damage happen. Maybe we should try to conserve ammo. So I'll do one of these. We'll do melee and flashlight. And then I'll bust out the gun for when, you know, scary shit needs to happen. So we got melee. So hold on. Oh, okay. No, I don't need this at least. Not for that room. Alright, so because this, yeah, I can't. There's actually not even a button for it. Well, now this is just on, so it's a lot easier to see. So I can't just crack shit open. FPS trained us well. And of course, Call of Duty, yes, it trained us, it educated us with all kinds of words to add to our vocabulary, which really is its own, it's its own reward. Can't break the glass. There was one more door that I saw, but like got discouraged by when I saw how dark the area was. I thought there was one other thing, but maybe I'm misremembering. Let's keep going this way. Already did that. Let's see how this goes with melee. All right, so there's like a safe distance. Get an extra flashlight on him. I guess I'll grab it. In the off chance that, like, I don't know if we need to, like, take the batteries out or something. Should probably check every corpse. It's starting to stank up the place. Can I dual wield flashlights? Oh, unstoppable. Oh, if I need to, like, cause them to go into, if they have, like, photosensitive, you know, photosensitivity, I can stun them. Corpse search. Yeah, so if I need to conserve ammo, there's a safe distance where you can melee from afar. I'm thinking more about the FPS's, or Call of Duty rather, Xbox Live Call of Duty training our vocabulary.
Press the space bar to jump.
That's like one of the central themes in the South Park movie where they're like, no, they're giving us more vocabulary. We're learning. Datapad. Relentless, unstoppable. They cannot climb. So this person was probably already wounded then. Had a much cola. High sugar beverage, small portion of health. Oh, muck cola. It's bad for you. That's the tagline? The tagline is, it's bad for you. Man, what a fucking brand. What a fucking tagline. Like, what marketing genius is this? Got some jams, by the way. Drink muck cola. It'll give you the shits. Yeah, meta tagline. Am I gonna flash someone? Yo, and it's not a real stream unless someone's getting flashbanged. By me. We have some bullets. Oh, we have different kinds of bullets. Slugs and bullets. From an array of weapons. Wow, so this actually has some, what's it called? Immersive sim properties about it as well. Safety coated to prevent hull depressurization. Well, we are in a space station, so yeah, we probably want to avoid that if we can help it. Now, we have to be careful about this, though, because, you know, right now we're kind of limiting ourselves to close range melee stuff. Eventually, there will be bad guys that can shoot, probably. So, and it's like, okay, so there is ways to... Okay, so it looks like there's pretty good ways to quickly switch on the fly, then. So it's not super weird. It's not super weird when it comes to like, oh, I need to like awkwardly go into my inventory and fuck with it this way. There are ways then to switch on the fly, which is helpful. Because I'd hate to like have to awkwardly fuck with inventory stuff when we're trying to, you know, not get splattered by bad guys. Eventually we'll get a shotgun. Yeah, eventually. The only shotgun that you invented. Oh, like you mean crafting our own shotgun? Oh man, speaking of getting got. Yeah, speaking of ranged fellas, it's only a matter of time. Defense issue. Oh, that's a weapon or something. We got hit once, but we're still doing okay. Time of death. Is their temperature dropping? Yes, yes it is. Interesting detail. This is a gun? LMG? We're talking like light machine gun LMG? No, okay, it's probably like a submachine gun. So if I did one of these... It kind of looks like the Judge Dredd pistol. Probably just stick with this for the time being. Again, we can switch between ammo types, I think. Well, except that's only for shotguns, and this is for, yeah. And these both, yeah, these are both eating into the bullet count. Damage 4. This one's, yeah, probably less damage, but it fires quicker, probably. And it can store a lot more. So we might actually want to take the ammo out of this one and put it in the pistol, potentially. There's that guy. Okay, so we need the blue key. Yeah, okay. We'll come back once we get the blue key. The multi-pistol, yeah. I've actually only ever seen the movie. The movie that came out like 10 or so years ago. And I really liked it. Extremely violent. But also very badass. Okay, so I still got hit. I was wondering if I could take him out quick enough. Eventually our inventory is going to fill up. With all these extra flashlights and extra pistols. So eventually we'll probably just want to start... like, you know, discarding extra empty weapons that have no purpose. The datapad. People lost their mind. They're eating each other. Oop. Poor blars. Yeah, I've never actually read any of the, like, graphic novels, you know, comics or anything about Judge Dredd, and I've only seen the one movie, but yeah, I really liked it. really well done, and pretty well acted too. At least I thought. Not exactly. I'm not exactly like a cinema snob, but okay. Before I commit to going that way, is there anything cool down here? Maybe. What this? Can I cause violence? Hyper violence even? 80s, 90s standalone version? Really? I realized that there was one from the 80s and 90s. I'm guessing it's like a movie. Okay, well, the blood splattered bunk beds gives a very encouraging sign. It apparently meleeed him in half. That's pretty impressive. We got a whole bunch. Someone I could sneak up behind one of them. These guys have very, very good vision, unfortunately for us. I knew we'd be able to finish the job, as we'd already hit him, but I was hoping to avoid taking more damage if I can help it. So far, I feel like resources haven't been quite that scarce. Extra metal pipe. I think I'm gonna not bother with more. I don't think the pipes deteriorate or anything. Yeah, I don't think it has like limited endurance or anything. Oh, I think you said standalone as in like it's just a single movie. Oh, I'm a big dumbass. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I remember hearing kind of mixed things about that movie. Yeah, the one with Sylvester Stallone. I don't know. I've heard it's not like a horrible movie, but I heard it was I seem to recall people saying like there were better iterations of Judge Dredd. But maybe they were just talking. Maybe it was like that was coming from the purists, the purists that, you know, they mostly knew like the graphic novels, that kind of thing. Six bullets. Oh, headshot. Yeah, the melee guys should pretty much always be meleeed to death. The shooty pooty guys we can deal with from afar now that we have enough ammo. Subject, corpse. Let me do this. Our inventory is very much filling up, and I think these are all the same thing. So I think we just need to pick one, retrieve the ammo, discard the rest. I think we should just pick one and stick to it. So this one, I'm gonna unload. Boop. We'll just keep that one, and then I think we'll just discard, because again, unless they have different firing modes, unless they can like use the slugs, but I don't think they can. So we're gonna discard this one. Do it that way. Trying to be organized about this. Cohesive storyline. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just it. Maybe the people that like I had heard say that they didn't love the Sylvester Stallone sneak attack, saying they didn't like the Sylvester Stallone Dredd movie. Maybe they had the wrong expectations. You know, maybe they had the wrong idea, and it's like, yo, it's an 80s, 90s action movie. Don't sweat the details, right? Like maybe the bar was set too high for slugs. See, I feel like I started to hear loud noises the second I got close to that thing. Feel free to let me know, by the way, if the audio is still a bit too much. I could always turn it down more. Dead inside? Hey man, I don't need you out here getting into my psyche like this, video game, alright? Sector 3.
The bulkhead requires power to open. This sector is currently operating on provisional power only. You will need to locate the reactor and remedy the problem.
Okay. Remedy the problem. Is the problem bonks? Because I can administer bonks like the best of them. There's this pile of empty pistols sitting right there. And how the corpses start to stank up the place after a bit. And their temperature cools over time. That detail. On the blue key. I want to crawl into there, but I guess that's not in the cards. That head bob is a little bit disorienting, honestly. It's a little bit much. I'm assuming that there will come a point. Oh, this is where we just came from here. Oh, what the heck? Oh crap, hold on. Sorry about that. I see my chat windows being weird. That's not good. So I can't see chat right now. My chat window just pooped out. Not a good sign. Let me see if I can bring it back up. Let's see, where is it? Under this. There we go. There, okay, then we got it back. I'm not sure. I've actually never seen that happen before. I've never seen the chat window just suddenly shit the bed. We should be okay. That's very strange. Yeah, the chat window just kind of shit the bed, and I closed it and reopened, and now, Dolph, your screen name is like it's not red anymore on mine. Now it's like a kind of bluish green or greenish blue. So that was very strange. We are good. At least we should be. We should be good. Okay. So yeah, so I just by accident picked up this thing. What? What the heck? You see this? I'm gonna assume they mean it's empty. Without the little stuff bother me. Yeah, understandable. The latest Star Wars trilogy movies. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I definitely have my nitpicks about things, a lot of things that I watch. And yes, absolutely, the Star Wars sequel movies. I definitely have my nitpicks, but I still enjoy them. Same with the prequel trilogy. I mean, yeah, there's all. Well, I had an entire childhood and adolescence of people shitting on those movies, and me being the guy in the back and being like, I still enjoyed them. It's like, yeah, they're pretty rough. They're pretty rough, and Phantom Menace especially. Phantom Menace, like I can get through all those movies just fine, but there's some moments in Phantom Menace where I'm like, oh, like it, you know, I don't like to use the word cringe. I think that word is overused. But like there are times where I'm like, oh, this one hurts. Anyway, so does this mean I'm about to get 11,000 bullets crammed into this gun that can only fit 32 bullets? Let's find out. Unlock. Or unload, rather. Alright, how many bullets do I have? I have 11,000 bullets. Okay, well, we were saying that this game is still early access, and there might be the odd instance, the very odd instance of the game getting a little bit laggy, or not laggy, but there being like, you know, bugs, that kind of thing. Okay, now I have to find out, are all these like goofy now? Oh my god. Oh my god, 10,000. Okay, well. Unload, discard. Okay. And then unload, discard. Okay, so now we're up to 32,000. Nice power of 2, by the way. Now this is pod racing. So every time you discard a thing and then pick it back up, that's the issue. That's the issue. So we've found a bug. Now, to be clear, and reload. Actually, and you cannot reload prematurely. That's like, interesting. Reload. Yeah, it's tracking the ammo correctly. Can you dual wield? Absolutely. Oh, actually, yes, I can. Okay, that's why it's good to have two of them then. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I feel a little bad about this. This is clearly an exploit, and the game doesn't really mean for us to be able to do this. So, let's do this. Let's do this. I will hang on to these things. I'm not above hanging on to them, but let's maybe pretend that this isn't happening. Let's pretend we don't have effectively infinite ammo forever, because that's extremely exploitable and extremely hilarious. 25, 32,000. That is hilarious and very silly. And we can make more if we wanted to, because all you gotta do is just drop an empty one. And then unload. Discard. And hey, now we're up to 45,000. Good lord. Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. So, yeah, let's just pretend. Let's play pretend, and let's pretend that this didn't happen. So I'll continue to, like, you know, use the pistol sparingly. We'll try to be smart about it, but unfortunately, that is a little bit too easy to sequence break or to manipulate in our favor. That is pretty hilarious. Just a whoopsie daisy bug that you know, gives us incredible advantages. Oh shit! There's something explodable right in front of me. Not expecting that. Should report it to the devs. I would assume. Oh Jesus, the devs probably already know about it, but you're right. It wouldn't be a bad idea to. Okay, there was explosives apparently on both sides of that entrance. Maybe that's my +1. Maybe that's my punishment. Whoa! It auto-saved all the way back here. Jesus. Was that my only save? It said select one. There was like select to load, and then there was load last one. That's the only save. All right, well, let's load it. Enter, I guess. There we go. Okay, so now well, actually, if nothing else, that's maybe a good. Maybe that's a good thing, because that means now we can just choose not to re-pick up old guns and, you know, corrupt our ammo heap. Rough and coursing gets everywhere. Whoop, wrong button. Yeah, I'm going to switch these around. And I'm also going to... Oh, fucking hell. I'm also going to go back and grab the melee weapon. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to open this door and fucking get got. Must have been back this way then. Personnel receiving bay. Respond to distress call. Is that happening right now? Or is that a thing that has already happened? Open that. Oh, fucking... Oh, my god. Clicking on the wrong buttons. I'm just wasting ammo now. There we go. So, there's the metal bar. Boop. There we go, before I start wasting more bullets. I don't know if this is... I don't know if we get anything by looking at this, but... have the game know that we tried looking at this. Guess that's all good. Oh, you can break this. Can I reach it? Yeah, to like reach through to the other side. Oh, can I shoot? Does not look like it. Oh, what was that? Did my guy just like... See, hold on. What if I blow this up? It does open a path. Oh, there is something. And down there. What could it be? It is more bullets for me to waste. 11 slugs. I don't even remember like picking up slugs at some point earlier. Maybe we started with them. But regardless, we got what we need. Anyway, yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to see if this has already been reported to the devs. The whole ammo exploit thing, because, you know, this game is very much meant to be a play it slowly and methodically and not just have infinite ammo that allows you to run and gun and be an unstoppable badass, which is very much what this could have turned into had we stuck with the exploit that gave us a bunch of extra ammo. As funny as it is, and it is quite funny. So he has an extra flashlight, which we really have... Well, you know what? No, I will pick up the flashlight. So that way we could dual-wield flashlights if we ever so desired. It's a little bit hard to tell sometimes which corpse you're investigating. I'm a person who loves to investigate a lot of corpses. What can I say? It is bevy on him. Little teleporter thing right there or something. Ouch. Ouch. He's got his gun. I'm gonna just... I'll retrieve them both, but eventually I'll drop any extras. And not pick them back up. Took a couple little hits there. The damage isn't that damaging. I mean, you'd think getting shot by a gun would hurt a little bit more than that. But earlier, though, we were trying to shoot those bad guys, and there were apparently explosive containers on either side of us that I could not see. And we just kind of got by them, so that's something I need to be more aware of. We determined there was nothing down here. I think that's exactly it. Oh, well, there was something... And this is indeed... Oh, and there's limited stamina. Good to know. Gotta let the stamina recharge. Gotta reload. I just aggressively looked in his direction, and then reloaded. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna regret this." Then I reloaded at him very menacingly. So I'll keep those two, but then beyond those two, I will drop any extras, unload them, and drop any extras. Oh, am I dual wielding? Steel pipe. Elf says, "Sure you are, Alex. You're definitely not going to make use of this exploit." All right, listen. I'll keep that exploit in the back of my back pocket for when times get desperate, if times get desperate, and if we're like screwed out of a situation. I very much believe in my gamer abilities to not need to resort to such desperation. But if desperate times come to desperate measures, I do like the idea of dual wielding those pipes. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Get the hurricane, baby. Get unfucked up now, son. Yeah, if we ever get some impossible boss fight that's just kicking our ass and slapping our butts. This motherfucker, he has no idea what's awaiting him. I'm warming up. Come at me. Oh, he's trying to shoot at me? I think he shot his homie. Smack, 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 smack. Yeah, we're like a drummer. Something the other guy would come at me. Get fucked. Yeah, there you go. I'm mad with power. Awesome. The double melee is very stupid, but it's also kind of very fun. If we could throw melee weapons, that'd be incredible. Now, one game I could see others comparing this to is System Shock, which is a game I've never played. Well, I played a little bit of System Shock 1. Oh, I didn't mean to discard. Why did I just discard the flashlight? I've never actually finished System Shock 1 or 2 for that matter. But yeah, I could see this game. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, you know what? Oh shit, that might have. I want to pick that one up. Yeah. So it's. Oh, you know. Fuck. Oh, wait, this one's okay. This one's okay. All right, so let's drop this. Yeah, there we go. Drop this one, because that's 17,000. We don't want that one. We don't. I don't want to corrupt this, man. I don't want to corrupt my. Oh, okay, I was trying to move it there. There we go. There we go. It wouldn't literally corrupt it, but I don't want to taint. I don't want to taint the sanctity of this build if I can help it. So we'll keep those two. And we have a very normal amount of ammo, not a fucking bonkers amount. I'm a filthy normie right now. But anyway, yeah, I know that System Shock would give you a lot of control over the kinds of weapons you use and how you equip them, and how you interact with your environment. Very much leaning into the immersive sim feels. I mean, I guess really it kind of was one of the originators of the immersive sim genre. Shot him in the head and his face fell off. Nice. I hit him in the arm and his body turned to liquid, which either means they are very frail or we are very strong. So retrieve ammunition. Retrieve item. Oh, actually I wanted to retrieve the other thing. So that means I'm going to drop this one. That's probably what I should be doing. I should just be taking the ammo in cases where... in case where the gun I'm looking at is already a gun that I have. And so, this is where they tell us that we need the blue key, or we need to start the power.
This sector is currently operating.
Did we already get the blue key? I don't think we did.
You will need to locate the reactor
Back this way.
and remedy the problem.
I think it's back this way. The temp gauge under the health bar. 59 Fahrenheit is not very warm. Oh, but I guess, yeah, that's a good point though. I wonder if there's cases where temperatures need to be considered. Like if there's times when like we're gonna be in like very cold environments or very hot environments. Again, I'm running, so our temperature was going up a little bit. Hopefully that's like not our internal body temperatures, because if that is, that means we are very ill. If our internal body temperature is 60 degrees Fahrenheit, that means we're like dying, I'm pretty sure. That's where we came from. Oh, this place is new. Guess I never actually went down this way. Another melee weapon. By the way, is there a... Okay, there's no way to make manual saves. So, whatever happens, happens. More bullets. You picked up bullets in square brackets. More friends. With drinkies on them. Some brewskis. And some health skis. What if they would have used these health items on themselves if they wouldn't have turned into mindless murder zombies? I see this, and I think, oh yeah, can I like open this in some way? Especially because this is the end of a hallway that's guarded by zombos. You'd think use... Is it shoot? Is the answer to all my life's mysteries a matter of shooting? don't think it is. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it can be opened remotely. Hard to say. There is no map, to be clear. It tells if a body is faking death. Well, yeah, you can like look at any corpse. You can see the heart. Maybe that's actually it. The heart rate is 0. The temperature actually stays warm for quite a while. It's slowly dropping, but emphasis on slowly. Also, I think I'm a dumbass. I think I keep forgetting where the blue door was. It's back this way. You could sprint for a very short amount of period before you get winded. Yeah, the dead bodies stay hot. They do. Yeah, they stay warm. Warm to the touch. I don't plan on touching a lot of dead bodies, but you know. I think it goes back this way. Here it is. I gotta be careful because there's, yeah, exploding containers on either side. I could tactically explode them right when that guy's in range. That'd be perfect. So retrieve ammunition and retrieve item. But yeah, don't retrieve that one. Just keep it on the corpse. It's fine. So if I run behind there. Oh, or I could just one-shot him. I guess there's implied headshots, maybe. It's a little bit tricky because where you're... The center of the reticle is not necessarily where it's going to shoot. I guess maybe the left-hand side, like the little left parenthesis, maybe that's where I need to shoot to line up headshots for a left-handed weapon, that kind of thing. That technically means my guy is a lefty. Because, yeah, you would be aiming with your dominant hand and flashlighting with the offhand. Although I guess if we want to do it legit, you would do the thing where you have the flashlight pointed this way out of this hand, so that way you could gun with your primary hand and have the flashlight pointing where it needs to be. You know, like pointing to match where you're aiming. And go that way, or... I wonder... You can jump pretty dang high. Whoop! I don't know if I can clear that. Dexter dog. There's Dexter doggy. Let's see if I can get a doggy. I can indeed get a doggy. Circle is where your eyes are. Yeah, but not exactly. Yeah. Yeah, since there's no ADS, there's no like aim down sights necessarily. It's kind of like an implied where your gun is probably aiming. That's probably what's going on there. So now we're up here. We get a severed arm. You got appendage. Uh-oh.
Great. You have cleared the obstruction. Sector 3 reactor is now
Oh, I
online.
see. That severed limb was preventing this thing from working correctly. So, either some dingus was not operating this thing correctly, or they got like fucking ripped to shreds before they could, you know, use the thing correctly. Some bad guy ripped him to pieces, and one of his pieces ended up there. A cool touch. This reactor's warm. It is 124 degrees. Good catch. So I probably don't want to stand too close for too long. Yeah, that probably has something to do with it. Yeah. Look at that. So look how warm it gets. I get right there. Yeah. So let's not overstay our welcome, shall we? A new gun? Shotgun, baby. Oh, snippy snaps. Yeah, like real world. Yeah, aim from the hip. Yeah. I mean, our guy is like aiming, but yeah, it's not aiming down the sights in the classic ADS. Yeah, the temperatures are painful. Spicy. Disturbances. So A. Ross wanted that should be inspected. Good old A. Ross, always looking out for us. And so anyway, that means that area. Yeah, that guy's still there. It means that area that was blocked off by that big door that said, like, yo, you gotta get this shit working. Like, you have to restore power before this door can open. That should be available now. The space, yeah, that's a good point. There's the presumption that we have a full body condom on right now. So this now should work. The bulkhead. Oh, we got the stank. So that tells me that we need something else probably to be able to go that way. If there was some kind of some kind of suit upgrade to allow us to access that area correctly, safely, or a way to, I don't know, turn off whatever's going on there. What dis? Recovery point. I guess it's a save point. Exactly what it is. Confirm. We're good. So we got save points. So it's not a save anywhere kind of situation. We have to be smart. God, I'm trying to get my pipe, my trusty pipe. Somebody did shoot us, by the way, which I do not appreciate. Yeah, I'm having to, like... Shit. That guy had something that was fancy. Had little charge shots on him. And yeah, I'm trying to, like, aim off center. Like, you know, all these other games have trained us to aim right down the center. For this game, we have to aim slightly to the side so that our bullets hit what we want to hit. 2 plasma guns. I'll retrieve all the above. So that if I wanted to dual wield, also we have the... Oh, this is a blunt weapon, you don't say. Alright, I'll bite. Appendage. That's ridiculous. Okay, can I get a second arm then that I can wield with menacing intent? What's the facility making? Well, yeah, that's a good question too. In the intro we saw in that cutscene, there was some kind of green substance that was turning the people nutty. Maybe that's what this is. That is ridiculous. I'm beating that dude to death with his own homie. Stop hitting yourself. Yeah, if I could find the dude whose arm this whose corpse this belonged to. Okay, so I can't quite get up there. Bullets and bullets. Yeah, any kind of big glowy substance like that gives me the big hesitation. I wish to not take a bath on the questionable material. Look how warm it is too. Standing right next to it, it's hot. Hot and heavy. Some kind of achievement of find the corpse and smack him with his own arm. A mysterious armless corpse. Or de-armed corpse. Oh man, we got a fireman's butcher. But I hardly even know her. Let's gonna assume that I want to kill you from afar. You know, he's getting close. Okay, the fact that he gets stuck in the door is very silly. I'm having a hard time hitting you from there, bro. There we go. So, smoldering corpse. Very hot. Very, very hot. So there's fire lads. Because of course there are. A lot of health files. 12. Got a thing right there. Locked. I was gonna say, I know I can take his ass down. So retrieve ammunition. Retrieve that guy. Return to sender would actually be quite perfect. I saw that poster. I thought that was a bad guy. Gunho. Are they trying to call me are they trying to say that I'm hoeing for this ammo? Hoeing fo showing. I resemble that remark. Are those supposed to be? Is this like weird sci-fi FPS shooter? Bazonga? I don't know. This is getting weird. Not what I was expecting today. I gotta be lonely? Yeah, but I don't know, man. I've never been in a situation where I've been that desperate. Can I shoot this to make it explode? Not what I was thinking. I was thinking this would up here would explode. Jesus. Good thing that they move at about the same speed as we do. And they're very patient. It's none of these guys. Yeah, we don't fuck around. We bring out the big guns for these fools. So, because their weapons hurt quite a bit, actually. Well, unfortunately, it did deselect. Oh, maybe you right-click. So we say pistol, and then we say flashlight. There we go. So I will retrieve ammunition, and then we have something else here. A fancier melee weapon. This is a shock baton. So in that case, I'm gonna oh, what now? They're all shock batons? No, okay. It's the blood. Okay, I was gonna say, what the hell? Cool. The shotgun name, what's the name of it actually? The butcher is the energy pistol. The shotgun is called shotgun. Yeah, it's just called shotgun, but the butcher is the name of the whoops. Insufficient. Oh, we have to move things around because yeah, it takes up 2 slots. Here's what the butcher looks like. They look pretty cool. Little energy shots. We have a lot of toys to play with. More than I was expecting. Jesus. Double Jesus. That's how it's gonna be. Oh. Oh boy. Hold on. That makes me nervous. Whenever a game lags that bad, it's like, oh shit. Is it on my end? What was that? I think we're fine. Except we are getting some frames, aren't we? There's a little bit of framing action happening right now. We framed Roger Rabbit. Popped him pretty quickly though. There's a second one behind him, wasn't there? I knew it. Kinda landed some shots though. Well, called it modded bazookas. That's what we're calling it. You mean modded bazongas? And then another exchange student comes to the school with even bigger gonjongalongadogs. Broken a real pair of gongbungongle and dongaladoos. I'm always a little bit nervous. I'm especially nervous right now. I'm especially like nervous and like touchy about my computer's behavior, about its performance. It's like I was saying at the start, like I've very recently... Oh, whoops, I meant to do this. I've very recently gone through and upgraded a bunch, or not, I mean upgraded I guess is one thing, but changed a bunch of settings in with my BIOS, my configuration, with the intention, you know, with the intention at least, of having a more stable configuration that will, you know, hopefully not crash ever, or at least less often. But a lot of it is a matter of like, oh, what happened here? A lot of it is a matter of let's try it and see how it goes, and not like, you know, because I like ran a number of tests off stream, but who knows if it'll amount to much. So there's only so much of trying things beforehand versus just, you know, saying we'll do it live and just try it and hope that it performs okay on stream. Excuse me. So I guess we need to type in a password. Well, we all know the most secure password ever is the word password 1. That's not it. What about password with an @ sign? Oh, whoops. That did not do it. All right, well, let's see if we can find whatever this person's password was. So, do we have a name? Give a name unknown. Yeah. I'm guessing they all had given name unknown. I wonder if they'll eventually have names, like when the game is fully finished. Because again, yeah, there's definitely some bugs that we've observed. Advisory log. Immediate threat. All units proceed to medbay. Multiple hostiles. So just everybody get to medbay. Because I guess that was the best they could do, as far as like a rendezvous point. First 3 times. Next recruit that flushes my keycard down the toilet. Let's check the bathrooms then for more keycards. Maybe that's where the red card is. Reveal time is 3,300. Whoops. Rations for food-sensitive recruits. Reflect our strict policy on hypochondria. If you have a food sensitivity that is contradictory to our ration regimen, you will not be supplied rations. Hypochondria. I wonder if people were like claiming the food was making them sick or something. Like if there was something that was in the food. Your credentials have been affected by this update. Your username will remain the same. Be set as, oh my god. So def pass, okay. Change your password after any update to the system. And you can assume that all users abided by this guideline. Everybody definitely changed their password and were proper, responsible users. So def pass. There we go. Check the comms. Immediate threat. Is that the one we just read? You're screwed over. The company is not paying it. From Hackers, the Hackers movie. I've actually never seen Hackers. Never actually seen it. I've seen a number of clips from it, but I've never seen the full movie. Medbay is a slaughterhouse. All units, let's see, requesting units immediately. Taking heavy casualties. Yeah, so they originally said, yo, get to medbay, and then medbay became a fucking mess. Yeah, and public communications is down. Haven't received communications from the outside this week at all. Feel like we're alone right now. Investigate the missionaries from the Tempest 7 system, rather. Showing penitents in the temple on Biodeck. They've not left that area since they arrived. I wonder if it was like some kind of sabotage then. So yeah, sure enough, this public net is not working. Okay, so I don't know if that really was necessary, but it did give us some intel. Some background, at least. I feel like we're using way fewer ammo and resources than they're giving us. Oh, Jesus. Just kind of like stood there while that man fucked my day up. I was actually thinking if we're gonna find the bathrooms pretty soon, and sure enough we will. There's the red key card. We found it. Flushing it down the toilet. I guess it didn't go very far. Hack the planet. Yeah, I've seen clips where like they got the clip where the guy's like, he's like in the process of getting arrested, and he's in the cop car, but he's like sticking his torso on the cop car. Hack the planet. Like I've seen some of the clips. Oh, what was that button? What was that? What did I just do? G? F? I think I just like wiped blood off my face. But I pressed a button. Oh, use health item. I think I just used a health item. Which is fine. We are probably to the point where I should probably start to heal myself. At times, at least. Just gonna see if there's anything else behind me. Because... oh. Chop that man in half. Hatch. I had a feeling there were areas we had yet to explore. So I'll take your ammunition. And that ammunition right there. And you had another plain-ass pipe on you. Yeah, and they're grenades, yeah. Yeah, in the control scheme, it mentioned grenades. Give me ammunition. What happened to this guy? No name, and he's been cold for a while. So out of curiosity, if I say drink, heals about 5 HP. Make another one. Or about 7 HP. I think we're getting to that point where we are accruing so much ammo, I can start to use it and feel enabled to do so and not be like quite so conservative all the time with ammo usage. Like, no, it's fine. They're giving us tools to use. Let's use them. There's nothing else behind me that I skipped past. Maybe. Oh. Wonder if bad guys are respawning then. We came from here. Oh yeah, there's bad guys at the wazoo. Oh, we fucking one-shot that guy. See that shit? Oh, Jesus. Or now that we've like done stuff, they're spawning new ones. They're spawning new things to imply that we're making progress. Because we got the red key. So that means we've done progress. Also, it's like very bright over there. So yeah, I want to check this other door real quick. I'll be yeah, that's part of why I've been so squeamish about using stuff like ammo, you know, using consumables, because I'm just assuming there is a finite number, but it really does seem like we're gaining more than we're using, so maybe it's okay. Maybe I don't need to be quite so nervous, but yeah, since this game seems at least like it's a resource, a not overly generous resource giving kind of game, that I should brace myself. We got his ass. I don't know. I see myself with triple-digit bullets, and I go, okay, this is getting silly. There's something on the wall. Come on. Man, like I shot that guy a million times. Although some of those hits were kind of hard to tell if they were connecting. Yeah, I saw this out of the corner of my eye. It's a yellow key area. That was a hacksaw, or like a handsaw. And given the proximity to whatever this situation is, who can blame me? There's A. Ross, so we saw his name in one of the notes earlier. He had shotgun shells on him. Nice. Yo, bro, is this your, does this belong to you, by the way? Oh, okay, well, I don't know if I'm helping or not. Probably not his. It doesn't seem to fit. Thought this was like a leg. But it does appear to be a bunch of, like... Is this a bunch of meat? Like a bunch of corpse stuff? Let's get that. And this. But yeah, what's this underneath here? It's either meat or it's like red rock. Some kind of red material. I think well, actually, yeah, there's bugs everywhere. Maybe it is a meat. I don't know why they would have a storage area with just a bunch of fucking meat in it, but... Or what kind of meat it is, I don't know. Oh, more friends. And they're all probably dead. Very good. Very good. So I could jump up top. Of course, we need the yellow key to go further. Oh, hello. Did he just spawn in front of me, or did he drop down, I wonder? Maybe I should try, like, the fun gun. Like, it does less damage per shot, but it fires quicker. It's also very inaccurate. But I don't know, maybe, like, shooting faster is kind of nice right now, given that we're seeing a lot of bad things. Soylent Green. Your best can't see me impression. Is that a John Cena reference? Because I actually don't know. Like, I know the memes, but I'm not familiar at all with, like, how he actually, like, how his actual wrestling matches would go, because I never actually watched wrestling. Oop, there we go. Another shotgun. Oh, whoops. So, how's about this? I just want the shells. I don't know if I feel like this is so fun to fuck around with. No, I don't want to drop it. I wanted to. Oh, okay, fine. So I'll keep one of these. Ammo 53. I guess there's no ammo in this one, so just discard it. Oddly enough, there is no unload option. It's interesting. And I know I can't dual-wield shotguns. And this one... Interestingly enough... Oh, there we go. Ammo 20. Blood of... Oh, it's because... Yeah, so that's what the wiping thing does. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so that leads us back. Actually, this might be a new area. Hold up. So before we go that way... I want to, like, check their... Hold on. Okay, that actually worked pretty well. I can't quite reach him from here. I'm, like, reaching out. Hands. Reaching out. Touching you. Touching me. Although I don't think I should get too close. The edge. Yeah, I can't quite reach. Ooh, okay, but we don't take fall damage from that kind of drop. Good to know. Also, it seems... Oh, heck. Whenever our person, like, drops their... Like, drops the flashlight temporarily... And does something. That's happening automatically. It's not something that I'm doing. Oop, there we go. Yo, what's up, Sharky? Good to see you, bud. Playing a game called Ultraviolent. It's going well so far. It is indeed fairly violent. Or not ultraviolent, hyperviolent, sorry. Forget the name of the game I'm playing. Shotgun is pretty cool. It's pretty solid. So, was there any other directions we could have gone? First, we need to go back and use the key. Yeah, I think I do kind of want to see how far this goes. No doors down here. There's this thing here, but this is, yeah, that's a dead end. Let's see how far this other direction goes. I am genuinely curious. First, they gave us a shotgun. I almost wonder if I should switch to it. We can't have multiple shotguns. Oh, okay, we're just back here then. Okay, never mind. So it's just a shortcut to quickly get back where we came from. And of course, we saw it spawned a bunch of new friends here when we were here earlier. Man, that's such a weird thing going on here with the lights. I almost wonder if that's not intentional. Like if it's just a quirk of the way the lighting engine is happening. Got a bit of frames. Got a couple frames there. A rate of those frames even. And yes, I will go ahead and save. Now again, I'm trying to be aware of like frame rate drops, that kind of thing. Trying to keep my eye on like how my computer's performing, that kind of thing. So with the changes to the configuration that I've done, I'm trying to make sure it's, you know, holding together okay. I'm gonna check the other corpse. I'm assuming they're both empty. Seems like these guys are either empty-handed or they have a melee weapon at most. Whereas these guys have a bit more. You know, I could almost maybe get away with turning off the flashlight and having like a second offhand weapon if I really wanted to. Reload. There we go. That's a fair point. It did draw me in. You know, it did bring me to that location, whether or not that was intentional. It was hard to resist. What do they say about following the light at the end of the tunnel? That kind of thing. Before I go in that way, I'm kind of curious if there was like more baddies that spawned in other places, or if they're only spawning bad guys in the correct places to go. Because we also have energy weapon, the power cells. We have a lot of shotgun shells too, so I don't know, maybe we're probably going to start seeing chonkier bad guys where the shotguns probably make more sense. I swear, sometimes, like, look at that. We're shooting that guy so many times before he fucking falls to pieces. There we go. Health critical. Okay. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm really trying to abide by the aim. Don't aim directly down the center, but aim slightly to the side to accommodate for the fact that we're. Here, let me do this. Okay. That didn't do it. G didn't do it. I guess it happens automatically. But I'm trying to compensate for the fact that our gun is off-center. By aiming off-center. Okay, so we're good there. Yeah, nothing there, nothing there. I will drink pretty much all of these things. Our guy's getting pretty low. Oh, maybe it's one of those things. Yeah, where our eyes are adjusting Yeah, you've been in a dark room and you go into the light suddenly. Maybe. Yeah, maybe they're just trying to... And I know that high dynamic range, HDR, is an attempt to realistically simulate that kind of notion of our eyes adjusting to light, like very sudden light changes. It's very well possible. So, it shows we're very much in outer space, obviously. This otherwise is a dead end this way, but if we go up top... Just jump up. Our guy's got pretty strong legs to be able to make just fucking do a standing jump from this height up here in such an easy notion. On the yellow card. And of course that's gonna spawn more bad guys, because of course it will. That's how these things work. And then let's go ahead and drink this. There we go. Yeah, I remember that was the thing. That was like a really big deal in Half-Life 2, episode 1 and 2 in particular, where in the developer commentary for episode 1 and 2, they talk about that, how like they intentionally put the player in situations where they're coming out of like a very dark room and going into like an outside area where it's much brighter. You know, you're going into daylight, and the high dynamic range would have that effect where when you first go out into the light, the camera, like the lighting engine with, or I don't know if lighting engine is the right word for it, but like the camera would do that thing where it'd be like overexposed for like a second or two, and then it would kind of fade back in to kind of simulate how our eyes adjust. It takes a second to adjust to light differences. And they were saying that was a function of high dynamic range as like a really big graphic, like computer graphics functionality. Like, you know, higher at the time, that was the kind of function that was maybe not reserved only for high, like newer high-grade graphics cards, but it was a more pronounced effect that the fancier graphics cards could do better than like the older stuff. So that was like a cool way to show off. Here's a cool technology thing that newer graphics cards can do. So that kind of thing was a big deal. By the way, I wonder if I can... Whoop, oh, okay, hold on. I'm not gonna like spend or waste a ton of time with this. But I'll waste a little bit of time as a treat. I'm having a hard time jumping off of small surfaces. It's almost like the game doesn't want me to attempt these kinds of sequence breaks, so I think that answers my question. I'm not gonna fuck with it. Also, I very much am expecting shit to get weird. Like right now, we're going back towards where we came from. Surely there's bad guys that have spawned in, like they did earlier. I'm like I'm waiting for shit to get wild and loud again. This game's got like this game does the boomer shooter, whatever you want to call it, retro revival shooter thing where, yeah, the Doom-esque sprites paired with, yeah, that music change caught me off guard, paired with, yeah, some quirky and interesting lighting techniques, shading and shadows and things that are not, that Doom would have never done because it didn't have the capability of doing it. So you get a nice mix of old and new. Elevator? Elevator, but I hardly even know her. Alright. My knee-jerk reaction is to save. Oh, maybe it's gonna save for us. Or maybe we get a cutscene. Elevators are, in a game like this especially, are a natural, like, you know, chapter end point. Not literally ending, but like, this section is complete, now for the next section. I always like how they did that with Metroid Prime. Oh, okay, took a second, there we go. In Metroid Prime, the elevators were very well disguised loading zones. Boing, boing, boing. Oh, popped his ass. Oh, Jesus. I want to hit the explodey boy. He was standing next to an explodey boy and I got excited. Yeah, that thing right there. Oh, we got full health, by the way. When the fuck did that happen? You're too kind, game. I still have all the inventory stuff, but they gave us full health, and I've got 18, like, big heals. I'm not exactly strapped for resources right now. Game, you're too kind to me. Man, maybe I should have upped the ante with difficulty rating. This isn't really too bad so far. When the music changes, yeah, that's what I was bracing myself, rather. Bracing myself for shit to get weird. Damage is 4. So the damage is actually comparable to a regular pistol. And much more precise, but of course uses a different ammo type. But that is, for the time being, much less plentiful. We gotta start using shotguns at some point. At some point fairly soon. No, I do still have, yeah, 2 of the butcher pistols. Oh, shit. I was trying to check the corpse of your buddy, dude. I'm just trying to pilfer the goods from your dead friends. Nothing weird. Nothing weird, I promise. Just trying to loot and plunder the valuables of your dead comrades and coworkers and best friends and lovers, maybe. Let's go ahead and save. You know, I always liked how in Metroid Prime, at least 1, presumably 2 and 3, the cutscenes that would play whenever you would go through elevators, they were, I would say, probably fairly thinly disguised, but still disguised loading zones, like loading sequences where they wouldn't say loading next area, but you would have this like kind of cool like camera panning moment. You would see Samus very dramatically and contemplatively going down the elevator, kind of looking around, looking very pensive. And that was the game didn't tell you, but it was loading the next zone. And even there were also times where you'd be, especially if you were revisiting an area you've already been to, you'd get into the end of a room, you'd shoot to open the door, because that's how Metroid works. Just like in real life, I have to shoot my doors to open them in real life. You would shoot the door to open it, but it would take a second. It would like shoot it, it would kind of like the color on the door would kind of fade as if it were about to open, but it would take a second. It'd be like, okay, now I'm open. Like, it would take another second or two. The reason it was doing that is because the doors themselves function as like loading barriers, and it was loading the next room in such a way where it wasn't super obvious, but as a way to not like tell the player like hold up, because it would load room by room. I always thought that was kind of cool. Always very cool and very a very sneaky way to handle those loading sequences without breaking the immersion. Right, so that was kind of cool. Switching because of ammo types, yeah, like if they're resistant to bullets or resistant to energy. That's how it is in Diluvian Ultra, where like certain enemies are more susceptible to one ammo type or the other, and there's like, or they might have a shield where you have to take the shield down with one ammo type, and then you switch to a different weapon with a different weapon type to secure the kill, that kind of thing. I am gonna take a brief BRB so I can take the doggy out. I have a little doggy on my lap right now. All right, so we saved. Took out a couple fellas, converted bad guys into corpses. And jump up there. Surely there are more baddies. Such as that one. So hoping I could like be a little bit more deliberate with my shots and kind of pick them off from a distance, but they closed a lot faster than I thought they could. The random ass metal pipe. My metal pipe collection could continue to grow if I so desired. A cache of more butcher stuff that I don't really care for. Ammo 20. So I think I will just drop one of these then. Let's go. Now maybe this area is actually illuminated enough as it is. Maybe I don't need the flashlight. Maybe I can just be dual wielding like a boss. I like the flashlights because it makes it easier for you to see, dear viewer, and for me to see. At the same time, we are fighting some things that are a little bit more tanky, and we still have a lot of ammo to use. Well, I say a lot of ammo. Well, there's a lot of shotgun ammo, that's for sure, but not as many bullets. We did drop that guy instantly. I'll retrieve the ammunition. I will indeed retrieve this thing, and I will then drop this thing. And eventually, it pains me to say it, but we might eventually have to drop the severed arm. As much of a meme as it is, we might need to drop the severed arm because its usefulness might be on the way out. Ooh, that's pretty sneaky. Health vials, don't mind if I do. Or pistol fellas. Can I shoot them from here? No, I cannot. I gotta jump up top. I don't know if I can make that jump. Whoop! No, I can. No. That's a tough one. I don't know if we'll be able to make it from there. Whoop! Yeah. Good. That's what my guy is doing. Like, sometimes on his own, he'll just like, he'll like put one gun down, almost like he's sort of reloading it. But I don't think he's actually reloading at all, because he's still the same amount of bullets. Oh, hello. Yeah, we're still kind of getting our sea legs when it comes to the exactness of how the targeting works. Ammunition. That. Okay, there we go. Checked all of them. We've really yet to see anything that is an absolute bullet sponge. I'm assuming we'll eventually get those. We'll eventually get bullet sponge enemies. But so far, we can take down most things fairly easily. I have a feeling we're gonna need to... Actually, these are even more precise. So yeah, if we need quick precision, maybe it makes more sense to use this stuff. The energy ammo is getting quite high. I think what I might do then is... unload this pistol. Maybe we'll still keep it on, like, kind of on the DL. But if we need precision, like, ranged, you know, more precise range shots, I might just default to the butchers instead. In fact, given, like, our ammo situation, we might be... Regular bullets might be going on the way out, and energy weapons might be, you know, the hotness. I think I will go back to using one shotgun, so I will... We'll unload this one and put a flashlight there. Shotgun slugs. I wonder if there are... What's the opposite of slugs? Shells, I guess? Because slug is a single large bullet, right? Is that how shotguns work? So I wonder if we could get a spread shot. And if there's like ways to switch ammo types on the fly. Or if I'm... Or maybe I'm just whistling Dixie, you know? Maybe I'm spouting nonsense, but... We'll see. Guess actually it would say on the shotgun itself. It says classification ballistic. Huh. I wonder then if we could use bullets and slugs. I don't know. Again, I guess we'll see if that ever gets implemented. There was the one elevator thingy that we saw. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Like we're adjusting our weapon in some way. Let's go ahead and ride this up. He's just approaching menacingly. Oh. Yeah, sometimes you can drop them instantly. Other times, they absorb that shit very, very readily. And approach you slowly with menacing intent. And I think that has more to do with my ineptitude with using these weapons and also just the gun's built-in spread. Yo, what's up, Aaron? Yeah, the aesthetic, I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it. It does a good, like, isolated in a space station kind of vibe. You know, isolated with monsters and zombies and just fucked up shit. But the game has actually been pretty not ridiculous. Like, it's not overly challenging so far. It's not easy necessarily, but I feel like it's being pretty fair about its expectations. Like, you know, as long as you play smart, you're not going to get your ass kicked entirely. Seems like what's going on here. You see that spread right there? Yeah, so from this range, this weapon's actually kind of rough. But if I switch to this guy, if I butch, there we go. Is that guy just immune to damage from this distance? Oh, look at that shit. Look at that. So it's like he was taking the damage, but it didn't register until we got super close or something. That was bizarre. Maybe it's our guy like nervously itching. He's like nervously itching, like he's got like a nervous tick or something. If that's what's going on, that's actually a really impressive level of detail then, where like your guy sometimes has to like, you know, scratch at an itch or something. And if that happens at a very inconvenient time, then fucking too bad. That, you know, them's the breaks. We turned that guy to fucking liquid, by the way. Fellow Aaron, we have multiple Aarons in the chat. That's right. We did unload this, right? Yes, we did. Higher forms of superior names. They begin with superior letters, because again, Aaron's, Alex. Love it. Love to see it. Especially because last time we streamed, I guess it was Thursday night, we had 2 Aarons and 3 if Alec is a fellow Alex, if that counts, then there were 3 Alexes. Or at least Alec or Alex spin-offs of the genre. Hello friend. 3-digit code. I think I know the codes. We turn this man to liquid so densely that we cannot loot his corpse. And this is an administrator hall, and it is locked. First in the corporate phone book, I bet you are. And I'm thinking about what your last name is. Yeah, I bet very rarely, unless it's last name first. Last name first, I guess not. But if it's, yeah, first name, last initial, then you're probably pretty dang close to the top. Yeah, I'm usually like near the top, and any Adams or Aarons. Well, if it's Aaron with a single A, then Aaron with a single A can get fucked. But yes, an Aaron is higher up in the chopping block. A lot of accidental calls. Yeah, I've been known to be the recipient of a butt dial or two. Not so much nowadays. You know, butt dials aren't as much of a thing as they used to be. But every once in a blue moon, it might still happen. Cause yeah, I'm usually at the top of someone's connection list. Just because I'm so well connected. Humble brag. Okay. The music changes to that degree. To say it's either something got close or a new enemy type has entered the fray. Jesus. It scared me. Even though I'm the one that broke the glass, it still scared me. Yo, I'm so nervous about this new music. It makes me think like, oh shit, is there something new that I should know about? Like, this is a very large arena. It wouldn't shock me if some fucking boss monster thing were to spawn in here. What's up, 8-Bit Llama? Yeah, that's the thing. The only person that has ever butt dialed me in the last couple years is my mom. Only my mom. And, you know, in the rare chance when it happens, I can hear her like talking to other people in the background, like, you know, it's somehow the phone is in her purse and somehow it got unlocked somehow and made a call to me, and she's none the wiser. And I'm never bothered by it. If anything, it's, you know, it's adorable. It's very quaint when that kind of thing happens. Music is popping off, man. Oh, blame me, boys. Is there a pail of water weapon I could use? And you are tanky. I wonder, actually, if it's more... Maybe not this. I should use the shock baton. Insufficient. Oh, really? Okay. Just drop it. There we go. Because these guys, I think, are melee only. I think I can get away with just meleeing them. It's very impressive. I'm inclined to agree. In this day and age. Oh, there was the face swipe, by the way. So that does happen automatically. Without me having to request it myself. Something up here. Oh, there is something up here. Not very technologically savvy. Yeah, I mean, my mom's the same. I don't hold it against her, but yeah, that is how it do. What this? Damage enhancement module. Alright, I'll bite. Permanently enhance the damage factor of certain projectile weapons. Should I make my shotgun more spicy? I think the answer is yes. So, right click to use. Let's have the shotgun equipped. Install module. So now the damage is 19.25. Oh, baby, this shotgun is a fucking winner. Now the downside is that the game is informing me that we're pretty much out of like regular bullets. We have just 9 left. I guess we have used a lot recently, so I will probably then let's do these things. 20 and 97. Okay, we'll use this one. That one. We have 97 total, apparently. So not, I guess there's no reload for this one, so I could jump back down. But I'm glad we got that badass shotgun though. Yo, what's up, Aleph? Good to see you, buddy. Rummaging around. Yeah, you're exactly. You can hear like the muffled noises of a cell phone bouncing around in someone's pocket or in someone's purse. You might hear like voices far into the distance, and you're like, oh, it has happened again. You know it. You know it when it happens. I'm just gonna melee these fools. And sometimes they have things on them, even though most things would have incinerated if they're just casually on fire. Modern retro game. Yeah, we call these either boomer shooters because they're played by modern day video game boomers, or they are retro revival shooters. I was gonna say, you already know we gotta blow that motherfucker up. Also, yes, I will beat you to death with your homie's severed arm, even though takes up way more space than necessary, and it's much smarter to use the shock baton. Oh my god, Compound. I've watched a couple streamers play that game, Aaron, and it looks so freaking cool. That game and Blade and Sorcery are the two games, or Sword and Sorcery, are the two VR games that have made me want to pick up VR more than anything. Like, yes, I want to play Half-Life Alyx, yes, I want to play Beat Saber, but man, oh man, do I really, really want to play Sword and Sorcery, or Blade and Sorcery, and Compound, because that looks so freaking cool, and retro-y and all its goodness. An even better melee weapon. All right, let's discard this thing. I'll hang on to the arm for a little bit longer, but this thing is pretty sick. Got like nails in it. Or oh no, there's just like exposed circuitry. Pretty badass. What's up, Firestarter? Yeah, Compound, dude. It looks really freaking cool. Wish I could throw a grenade or something. Ouch. Headshot. These guys are pretty healthy sometimes. They take a lot to bring down sometimes. Spicy boys. Yeah, the game looks really cool. Yes, I can absolutely see the comparisons, by the way. Beat Sabers at times, like, I'm not surprised. I never even thought to mod it before. Or rather, I've never heard of people modding it. But it makes perfect sense that people would be down for such things. Because yeah, I'd imagine that once modding is on the table for a game like that, I bet it's pretty sick. I could see like different sword types or different sword skins. This thing fires pretty quickly, all things considered. Is this guy fucking nailed to the wall? Brutal. Okay, it one-shot the one guy who was at full health. I shot that guy twice, but his homie who was at full health got instantly decapitated by this thing. You can also mod it for more songs. That's a good point too. I guess by default, you're only limited to the built-in songs. So not even modding the visuals, but also modding the... It's like what the game is capable of. For more songs added in, that kind of thing. Yeah, we're really getting a lot less ammo. Physical ammo, we're mostly getting just the... oh, here we go. I was about to say we're not getting as many bullets. I heard like a noise of like something powering up. I got nervous. It was just part of the music, I think. Yeah, we're getting more bullets now. I'll have 2 of these things. It seems like there's no reload for the energy weapons. You just shoot until you can't shoot anymore. So if we wanted, we could dual wield the pistols if we really wanted, but we just made a faster firing rate. Yeah, the gameplay changes, yeah. So, okay, so unknown. I think he's dead. Yeah, I think he seems like he's dead. Overrun. Is this the medbay? Admin hall 853. 853 is the password. Now we know. We need the password to proceed. They're probably spawning in more bad guys in the meantime. Yeah, modded Beat Saber. Pistol whip. I've heard that's a cool one too, where yeah, you're like shooting the targets, like to follow the rhythm. Because of course with Beat Saber you're slashing at things, so with pistol whip you are shooting on the beat. On the beat and also at the target, you know, based on, I guess, the pitch of the music or the pitch of the melody determines how high and low you're aiming. So in addition to the rhythm part, you have to have good aim. Makes perfect sense. Rock Band 3. Oh, that's incredible. I think I think I've heard one of my other streamer buddies talking about that. Timmy P7. We've rated him a couple times. Shotgun. Oh, I was gonna say it doesn't look like a shotgun to me. He has he's played a lot of Beat Saber, Guitar Hero on his stream, and yeah, he's modded it to add a bunch of extra songs onto it. I'm going to temporarily drop this thing so I can pick up this other shotgun with much less damage, obviously, than our modded shotgun, which is amazing. This thing has no ammo. I was hoping to get some extra shotgun ammo, but oh well. So get some extra goods and a little save point. Like up here. Already looted all that stuff. All right, let's go ahead and drop back down then. Still a number of things to check out, because yes, this is where the bad guys that were on fire were spawning. It's like if we wanted to, we could go that way, but, well, I mean, there's some stuff. Maybe a grenade? If there was a way to activate sprinklers or something, that'd be kind of sick. Rocksmith has a similar thing. That actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah, Rocksmith having modded features. Maybe I just tank it. We do have a lot of healing items. Whoop. Oh, wow, that hurt a lot, actually. Thermal grenade. Thought I was dead at first. I was like, damn, son. Was it worth it? I don't know. We do have a lot of healing items, to be fair. how's about this? I'm gonna drink a whole bunch. Because as we all know, if you drink a lot of hydration, you hydrate really, really well, you'll be more impervious to fire damage because you'll be naturally resistant. Whoop. You know, your body naturally just you know, resists the fire damage because it has the water inside of it. That's how it works. That's how science works. So there's a way to manually wipe my screen because I got apparently taking some fire damage has put blood on my screen somehow. On my visor. But I hardly even know her. go back this way. There was the... There we go, it just faded. Shooting past him like a pro. Thought it was coming from behind me. Even though I was looking right at him, it sounded like there was something else. An extra flashlight. Do I still have 2 flashlights? Yes, I do. For dual-wielding flashlight goodness. Like a pro. And bullets are coming back in style, baby. I thought those things were leaving the zeitgeist of shooty pooty absolutely, but here we are. They're coming back in style, baby. Yeah, Rocksmith. Yeah, modded Rocksmith makes perfect sense. I can absolutely see that. I mean, I guess Rocksmith's whole thing is that there's like a store where you can buy additional songs, right? Maybe not even buy. Maybe it is. Maybe it's more of like community and fan oriented. So maybe that's more of a focus on like what the community has made as far as like building like tabs, like tab sheets for games, that kind of thing. Maybe you don't have to buy anything necessarily. Maybe you can just download what, you know, little Timmy's first Enter Sandman tabs, like tab sheet, that kind of thing. Learned a lot with Rocksmith. I've heard people say it's a legit way to learn guitar. I mean, playing Guitar Hero a whole bunch, you know, you might learn like basic timing with like, okay, I have to press with my fingers and strum with my other hand. Like, you know, you kind of learn the motions, but you don't really learn like really what it feels like press onto the strings and learn how to fret and how to play chords, that kind of thing. It sounds like Rocksmith, you can like actually learn a thing or two. Rock Band Pro guitars. I've heard those are kind of hit or miss. I've heard that the Pro guitars are better for modding than for like playing just vanilla Rock Band. Of course, Aaron, you're already a guitarist, so you probably wouldn't necessarily need Rocksmith to be able to learn stuff, but still, it might just be kind of cool to play around with, because, yeah, I've heard people say that Rock Band is really good for amateurs who are learning versus people who already know, you know, the basics. So we got the password. There was that one area where we kind of went into the air vents. We like dropped down to that other area. We need to find that area, that room that led us to that little upper space. I think it was actually over here. That little zweep noise gets me every time because it makes me think it's like a bad guy charging their weapons. Someone's charging their laser. I think it was up this way. Okay, well, I lied. This is not what I was looking for. That is what we are ultimately going to need, but there was another area that I want to kind of mess around with, where there was a sequence where we could drop down to, like, through some air vents, and I want to see... I intentionally chose not to explore some of them, because I was nervous. I think it was, yeah, here it is. It's up here. Because I was nervous it would put me in, like, an area where I was maybe getting there too early. So, like, here, for instance, what is this? Oh, okay, this just exits. I'll try the one more area then, and then I will feel satisfied. So it would feel silly if I were to miss something cool. We know where that goes. Oh, okay, and then just this exits to the big room. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I thought I was onto something. Thought I was cooking. So we need to get back to... There, here we go. Here it is. Yeah, would have helped learning a little bit better. With the tab software, that's a good point too. Yeah, there's Songster. Yeah, back in the day, we had like websites like Tabit, and of course we would be following tabs just based on like little text printouts, and it was a little bit more archaic back then. See what awaits us. Oh, well, one of these guys. He almost sounds like he's making monkey noises. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Almost. But yeah, you're right though, Aaron. There's probably enough resources nowadays where it's probably easier than ever to learn how to play guitar. Of course, a lot of the purists would say that there's nothing beats having a teacher, and they're probably not wrong. Having like a teacher to help inform good habits and good posture and offer like personalized tips and guidance is probably the right way to do it. But for those of us trying to learn on a budget, not a bad way to do it too. Yo, these headshots are popping. And I mean that kind of literally, because we are popping their heads like balloons filled with blood and brains. You know, it's legit when you get an ammo drop and also the ammo is stuck in their guns. Community driven, exactly, yeah. Some of them are also super inaccurate. I'm not surprised. I could see that being kind of a shitpost thing where you'd be learning the tabs for like a Dream Theater song or a Nightwish song or something kind of complicated, and then you're following the tabs. You're wait, this is just, and you're like, now wait a goddamn second, this is just smoke on the water. What the hell? Or you're like, now wait a second, this is just Iron Man. And then you play a couple more. They're like, no, this is just never gonna give you up. Yeah. Like how like, the fact they even tabulated this onto a guitar is more impressive. You'd probably have to, well, if you were anything like me, you would probably take a second to recognize it. You're like, now wait a second, this is a little bit more involved. Then you kind of hear yourself playing it and you're like, oh, wait a second. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna fucking pickaxe this man's. How to pickaxe yo mans to the tune of how to grapefruit yo mans. Yeah, not one but two healing items. You're too kind. It matters not which butcher we choose. I was hoping to snag one of these mushrooms. My own poisonal collection. You have the self-taught route. That's like a measure of like your determination, which I really respect. I mean, some of my favorite artists and musicians are self-taught musicians. Like my favorite dude, he's maybe not my favorite musician insofar as he's not, according to his own admission, he's not an amazing musician. He's not the best guitarist out there. But Steven Wilson is my favorite. Like, if you hold a gun to my head and say pick one, at least living artist, like one living music person that is your favorite, it's probably Steven Wilson. And he's completely self-taught. Doesn't know shit about music theory or reading charts or anything like that. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. So yeah, I always think for people that are self-taught, that means they have the passion and the drive and like the grit to be able to teach them, because that shit takes a lot of dedication and like passion behind it. Because if you have a teacher, then you have somebody holding your feet to the fire, and you have that as like an added kind of set of determination. Either you or like a family member is paying for those lessons, because that shit's not cheap. Whereas if it's all self-taught, only you is the person that is nudging you, so it's all on you, and it's that takes some discipline for sure. I think Jimi Hendrix was self-taught. Like there's a number of guitar, maybe I'm wrong on that, maybe I'm misremembering some details, but I know there's a number of very well-known musicians and artists out there that, yeah, couldn't tell you what any of their song, like what keys their songs are in, or you hand them a sheet of music, they go, I don't know what the fuck this is, but they know their own stuff, and even other people's stuff they just kind of know by feel. They have like that uncanny ability to like have music in their ear, in their heads, and then to transcribe it into, okay, I'm gonna play it on my instrument now. I mean, and that really is a very unique skill set. Or in the case of artists that have, kind of like I was saying about Steven Wilson, like he by his own admission, he's not a very talented musician, like guitarist or keyboardist, but what he is good at is working with others and like working with the band, working with other artists and other instrumentalists that are much better than him, and like getting the best out of them, like knowing how to, like knowing their strengths, working with them, and trying to like draw compositions out of them and ideas. I think that itself is also a very good and probably underrated skill set. Self-conscious about playing with other people, yeah. I totally respect that. So I've told the story of how I'm not a musician anymore. I describe myself as a washed-up musician. Just back in the day, I played the cello throughout all of my schooling years. High school and middle school, I played the cello and, you know, a number of orchestras and youth symphonies and cello ensembles and chamber orchestras, we would call it, like, you know, small, intimate performance kind of things. And, you know, I got very used to performing in front of others, but we were just following the music, you know, we were just following the charts, we were just following, it was all just classical, you know, I guess I could say I'm classically trained, but it sounds more impressive than it is. Because all you're doing is you're reading sheet music and you're just playing it. There's really not there's not much room for like individual expression or for putting your own spin on it, so there really wasn't much anxiety for that because it was like, I'm just following the thing, it's easy. I mean, it's not easy, I mean, yes, some of the music was pretty involved, but it's not like it was a measure of my worth as an artist or like creatively speaking. It was just, and I mean, of course, yeah, there is, in all fairness, there is a measure of expression and creative, even if you are just playing off the charts, you know, you're playing off of sheet music and just playing someone else's composition. You know, of course, classically trained professional violinists and cellists and musicians can be very expressive with their style of playing, but it was just never the focus when I was learning. You know, when we were learning, it was more about learn this piece. Okay, on to the next one, learn this piece. Okay, on to the next one. It was, you were just kind of adding pieces to your arsenal. And there was not as much focus on expression and like texture to your sound and like putting your own, oh Jesus, putting your own spin on something. I'm gonna run away really quickly so I can get my shotgun out. 'Cause this thing looks big and scary. Getting pretty low on health here. Am I even hitting you? There we go. Oh, it's so dark, I actually can't see where I'm going. Here we go. Do a quick heal. Pop a couple colas. Since the guy's not pursuing me that heavily and is letting me just kind of bounce off and heal and fuck myself. There's like a weird hard corner thing that's happening sometimes where, and this is not really a measure, this is not a criticism of the game per se, it's just how these games go sometimes, where it's like, I want to shoot off the corner, whereas that hard corner has kind of an invisible barrier that there was still a wall there compared to what the game was saying. So I will take your ammo. That's the basic shotgun, and then this is some kind of mod. Capacity enhancement. I don't know if it makes sense to give that to the shotgun. I don't think the shotgun has capacity. Looks like the shotgun is you just shoot until things aren't alive anymore. So I think I'll hold on to the capacity upgrade for now. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's another piece of annoyance right there. I'm trying to move that to this. Oh, come on, dude. No, I can't pick it back up. Yeah, let's drop this. That was a noise. So I want to move you here. Man, I don't know. Maybe it's when it's green then? Yeah, so that's a little bit annoying. There we go. Okay. So played a whole bunch of the mid-20s, and they play, yeah, 15 years of playing. On yourself, and you focus kind of internally. Add a third barrel to the shotgun, yeah. Yeah, a barrel edition mod. That'd be pretty sick. I'd go back for the time being to Butcher and Flashlight. Although, we've been getting a lot of pistol ammo. Oh my god, we have so much. Let's go back to this one for a bit. Treat. Is there anything else? Called the dislocator. And not so much that it dislocates the, you know, the intestines and tendrils of the bad guys that I'm shooting at, but it dislocates my own shoulder with all 3 of its barrels whenever I shoot it. Okay, I know our weapon is called the Butcher, but this seems more becoming of an enemy called the Butcher, because I see stuff like this. I think Diablo 1. I see big red scary room with blood on the walls. I expect to hear fresh meat as I enter. Containment, yeah, you don't say. So this must be what we saw earlier, where we saw like just big meats, big meat zone. Yeah, Aaron knows what I'm talking about when it comes to Diablo 1. The Goosebumps theme, always from the movies. I don't even remember there being a theme song, but clearly it means it's been way too long since I last watched any of those movies. I'm sure the cheese factor is off the goddamn charts. I'm sure the cheese factor is noteworthy. Oh, that's right. I forgot the Butcher was a playable character in Heroes of the Storm. I understand Heroes of the Storm has since been taken offline, of course, but you know, that was very much a banger for a bit there. You heard that quote quite a lot. I hope it didn't get overplayed, because that's a classic for sure. Classic line from the game, at least. Have you ever played any of the Diablo games before, Aaron? Because I'm sure you've heard a bajillion people say that Diablo 2 is, you know, a classic, and it is. It's a great game, but I have a special soft spot in my heart for Diablo 1. A soft spot in my heart, and also a soft spot on my skull, where, you know, if you touch it, I forget where I am and I shit myself. Also, I can't tell if this is blood or like rust, but the ambiguity of it is what adds to the vibe. The eternal struggle. So yeah, it did autosave. We Gucci. Upscaling and retro tank, yeah. You want the old crust. I respect that, bud. I respect that. You want it the way that the original developers originally wanted you to experience it. You know, you're probably the kind of person that prefers, understandably, to have, like, if I'm playing a retro game, I want to play it on a CRT. Because if I'm playing like a pixelated game like Final Fantasy VI, the sprites are beautiful and they hold up very well, but they weren't meant to be seen in a high definition screen. There was some expected fuzz. So if you're playing a game like that, you want the fuzz to give you the proper visual experience, because it's not the same if it's hyper crisp. Like you lose part of that experience. Clunky ass hard drive. Yes, he says, give me that trackball mouse, Aaron. I respect that. I wish I had the wherewithal and the that's a satisfying clank if I ever did hear one. I wish I had the patience. Just a little bit more. I wish I had the patience. God, it's so loud. It's still so loud. Like the patience and the I don't know what the good word for it is, but like the willingness to have multiple kinds of workstations to support, you know, old and new. I just want it all in one place. You know, I want it all in one place for convenience sake. So it's nice and easy. It's all at my fingertips. And also the amount of desk space it would take for me, at least, to have a CRT and multiple monitors on my desk and have it be easily reachable. Especially since I'm, you know, for streaming especially, because yeah, if I'm streaming, there really wouldn't be a way to transit the CRT experience, viewing it, and gaming experience to the streaming audience, because of course for you guys, you wouldn't have a CRT compatible viewing device. So for me, it's like I wouldn't be able to enjoy it as properly, because You know, I don't really play games unless I'm streaming them. Went to town on the sound. Yeah, it's very clunky and clanky. 45% volume, and it's still piercing volume. So, Gala. Violent unrest in the mines. The Gala will still be commencing tomorrow, so don't worry about the violent unrest. Us fancy, wealthy shareholders will continue our party. February 14th, Valentine's Day in the lower deck. Access to the bio deck will not be possible. Class Force denizens. Class 3 could be permitted, but in lieu of lower production numbers and an increase in unapproved communications, those Class 3 Neanderthals are not allowed. Sacrifice is key, so saith Director DeVolt. Gonna devote these nuts. Actually, give me 1 sec. I gotta grab one thing. All your equipment is set up for streaming. Interesting. Because, yeah, I'm thinking, like... I legit don't know of a good way to have a game that is... That, like, if I'm gaming off of a CRT screen and I'm streaming it, how do I capture in such a way that what I'm seeing from the CRT is the same thing that the viewers see? Because, like, you know, you can have, like, an HDMI splitter or something so they get an HDMI input, but then it's going to be uber crisp. How do I give them the, like... I mean, of course, you can even capture off of composite, because I do have a capture card that takes composite in. So, you know, they get some of the scrunginess, but still, it's like there's a digitization, like a high fidelification that happens. That's the right word. That where the CRT fuzz goes away. It's like I would, if I wanted to go through all the trouble of having a CRT set up, I'd want to have it such that the viewers get the same kind of feel. And I don't know of a way to do that because it's still coming in on an updated digital display. Yeah, make sure it's all usable. Or, well, of course, you also got the YouTube channel, so even if you're not streaming per se, you have like capture devices, so you can still record for your YouTube channel for video editing. So I would hope that still makes it worthwhile. Because streaming isn't for everyone, and I get that. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I always like to tell people that it's a very fun hobby for those who enjoy it, and it can be very rewarding, but I've also heard people say that streaming makes them anxious and self-conscious, and it's like, no, it shouldn't be a negative thing, you know. It shouldn't make you nervous or make you feel not good. So, you know, I don't want anybody to ever force them to just grin and bear it if they're just not feeling it. The term injury includes reportable occupational injuries, illnesses which result from exposure involving a single incident in the work environment or outside the station during a repair task. They're trying to define what is and is not an injury. Results in death or loss of consciousness and ability to perform job duties. Fatal or non-fatal. Or ND. No lost work days. Okay. Non-fatal injury. Loss of consciousness. Only the loss of consciousness. Where you come back, where you're back to it in the, you know, when you wake back up, you can get back to your job duties. So, as long as you can do your job and it doesn't affect your productivity. Yeah, lost work days. That's how they measure their injuries. Like a simulated. That's an interesting way to do it too. I guess, yeah, there's like filters and overlays to kind of simulate the CRT experience. That's a good point too. I've seen like YouTubers and some streamers with that kind of stuff on their streams to like attempt to kind of simulate it. Yeah, kind of add to the grit. Pseudo Windows Net, man, that's so cool. That's so cool. If you were to stream more often, Aaron, I'd be right there, man. I'd be there watching. And like we were saying earlier, shit posting confidently and positively. Positive shit posts. So we get some lore. We get some lore about how uncaring the powers that be are about their workforce and their personal health, and, you know, productivity above all. If you get injured on the job, if you can still do your job, then great. And if you can't, then get fucked. We only care about how it affects our bottom line, you know, very, very soulless, of course. No known name. He's been dead for a minute though. Capture the retro feel. Capture on VHS. Oh, that's delightful. So is that for the stuff you get for the YouTube channel? If you're recording like footage for the YouTube channel and it's an older game, I'm guessing you probably specialize in the retro stuff, based on the work I've seen you guys do for the trivia, and the stuff that I've kind of peeped from your YouTube channel. I've kind of poked around a little bit. That's actually really impressive. That takes dedication. Look at that one shot. Look at us fucking sniping these fools. If there was some kind of tape looping technique, some kind of Frippertronics tape looping technique where you could loop directly back into like a capture device VHS tape player, so that like as you're recording to the VHS tape player, it's coming back to the Twitch channel with like maybe a light delay, where you're getting that live VHS tape feel, dude, that'd be pretty bananas. But I love how that sounds, man. I'm sure you've probably utilized that in some of the videos that I have seen in your YouTube channel, and it didn't like occur to me how you had gotten to see that like especially noteworthy kind of CRT gritty kind of experience. Because I mean, you can usually tell if somebody's playing like an N64 game or a GameCube game or some kind of game like that, and they're capturing it from a capture card as opposed to an emulator. You can usually tell there's kind of like a fuzziness to it that is closer to the real deal. But yeah, that's the extra mile that you can use. Like, it's closer, but there's still like a degree of exactness that like kind of takes away from it a bit, you know? So I appreciate that you go the extra mile to get it closer to the original source. Kind of especially analog. Yeah, exactly. Pure capture, which is what I use when I'm using my capture card. It's, you know, even if I'm using maybe not HDMI, but like composite capture. Composite or I guess component or composite. Then it is just pure capture, and it's, you know, you're losing some of that fuzz. It's cleaner, but at what cost? Got one door leading that way. Ooh, this door looks happy. I have no blue key. Jesus. Whatever, I guess like there's like a speaker system coming out like this thing right here has like a badass speaker system, because that thing is blaring when I get close to it. I'm over like, yo, is this the way to the club? And then it's like, yeah, it's this way to the club, boys, I found it. Jesus, this thing's popping. It's the dance party. Actually, that might be the gala, for that matter. And I'm sure all those rich aristocrats are doing just fine. They haven't been fucking turned to zombies. I'm sure they're doing just fine. Keep wanting to see if I can crack into the lockers, but that is not the case. I guess I could have meleeed that guy. I was thinking more about this fella. Monkey noises every time. Monkey noises all the way down. Oops. I saw something moving in the background there. It might have been one of those big fellas, big boys. Oh my god, is this a 1960s, 1970s, I guess, conversation pit? That is delightful. Let's sit in the conversation pit and have a nice discussion. Real talk, I do kind of like the idea of like a dedicated place in someone's house built in to like the house's shape, you know, into the like the floor layout that is dedicated to let's like sit around and hang out as like and like be all the same level. I mean, of course you get that with a table, sure, but this is like built in. This is rooted in place. You cannot move this around like a table. I guess that's why they kind of fell out of fashion, because I guess it makes less sense, but I don't know. I kind of like it. The last couple seasons of Mad Men, you know, that kind of vibe. I got shot through and hit something. Yeah, I guess that's a glass. That's a glass panel right there. It's a good thing that means I'm being stealthy right now. Yeah, the unique. Yeah, it's very unique. It's very old school, and again, maybe even not practical, as some might say. But I don't know. I have a soft spot for that kind of stuff. His body sank into the cushions, become one with the couch. We've all had days where we just sink into the cushion like that, and we too become one with our couch of choice. Like I heard the noise, the telltale noise of a bad guy seeing me. I don't know where he went. Kinda curious. Okay, I was hoping I could explode that thing. I was hoping it would pop. It did no such thing. No popping. Once you pop, you just can't stop. More loud clonks. There's still one left. I think this is the first guy that I saw. That's really annoying. Oh, fucking hell. It's extremely annoying. It's a very, very specific. This one. Oh, not that one. A very specific clickable point. There we go. We got there. Another flashlight in case I wanted to do tri-wheeled flashlights. And kotatsu. I'll confess, I don't think I know what a kotatsu is. 25, 88 versus nothing. I guess I'll drop that one then. Another melee fella there. Japanese gotcha. With a little blanket. Yeah, and a heater. Gotcha. Yeah, I never knew what those were called, but I know exactly what you're referring to. An odd piece of furniture, but it's classy. It's classy, and they seem very cozy. I mean, I've never seen one in person, but I've seen them in anime, so I promise I know what I'm talking about, probably. I'm being very stealthy right now. Okay, just climbed over that thing. It's almost a challenge. How many health items can I pick up? And how few can I use before the next level, the next chapter? I saw there was a button right here. It's an elevator, okay. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. I was like, oh, is this a, Let's use this thing still. Oh, what I meant to do. What? I'm trying to use the butcher. There we go. Okay, so here's a dead gala patron, presumably. No known name. In fact, very few bodies have names on them. I guess they need like some kind of ID card. Makes sense. I think we are getting closer towards... Like, now that we're seeing civilian deaths, it's like, alright, we're getting closer towards whatever the Scala is. Higher class citizens, and not just the denizens and workers. Yeah, I was thinking that elevator caught my eye, though. I was worried it was going to be like, I don't know, I see a small structure like that with glass windows and a button. I'm like, oh god, what's it going to do? Is it going to, like, pump gas in there or something? These guys not know how to open doors. Oh, okay, you know how to open doors, probably. Ouch. Oh, Jesus. Something sweet. Gamma sweet, I think is what it said. Ouch. The way they hug walls is always kind of weird to me. I don't know if they're doing it intentionally, but they are intentionally or unintentionally making themselves very hard to hit. Because the hard corners there. If we're gonna work around. There we go. Ammo. Whoops. And ammo. Thank you very much. The metal pipe. Add to our collection of metal pipes. Oddly enough, I actually can't... Oh, oops, wrong button. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Alt tab without activating to. Can't actually activate this corpse or investigate this corpse. I mean, very rarely do I ever want to activate a corpse in real life. Is violence the answer? Sometimes. Sometimes it is. Grab some more muck cola. It's extremely smart and effective advertising campaign of drink it tastes bad. One terminal on the wall there. And yeah, these rooms, these doors all appear to be dead ends. So before I try activating that terminal, and keep going down and down and down until I hit this way. We got a big boy. So we only have the one shotgun. So the big guy has noticed us. Oh, we one-shot him? I guess he wasn't as big as the other fella, because yeah, there was that one fella who we saw earlier. He was like a mini-boss of sorts. Actually, flashlight should go here. Actually, there we go. Oddly enough, he has nothing that we can loot, I guess, because his body isn't even like, can't even look at it. Same with this one, actually. Odd how some bodies just cannot be interacted. With which cannot be interacted, which is a little bit annoying. Said glass is bulletproof. Hopefully that guy didn't have anything crucial or otherwise useful on him.
Hey, up here.
An actual functional human was not a fucked up monster. I don't know if I believe it, man. In fact, even if he's not fucked up right now, I don't think he's long for this world. By virtue of me interacting with him, he's gonna probably get fucked up and or killed. So I almost feel like I'm doing him a favor if I don't interact with him, but maybe he has no choice. Jump with that one. There. There, and just one more pipe. Okay. Well, I've gone pretty far here. I'm actually going to go back to that one terminal we saw. So we've gone all the way to the bottom. We've seen that there is a fella. I'll get to you in a second once we find out how to get to you. But I wonder if there was something on that terminal that we need to use to get something else. So what's your story? I just beat your body until it pops and then gives me something? Let's hope you have something good on him. Also, let it be known we have so much ammo. I mean, it's kind of bananas. I should dual-wield weapons for a while and be less concerned about being able to see everything. I should be like dispensing more pain. Oh wait, it was over this way. My stamina's empty. It's so dark. Yeah, I really feel like having a flashlight is the right call. Pretty much at all times. So the one workstation we saw is this one. Oh, but we need a password. Okay, well, shit. Death pass? Dang it. Okay, because that was the default password. Never mind. I thought I was cooking. I thought I was cooking good looking. That's fine. That's fine. I'll keep trying. It did. I was so excited. But we'll have to check it out in a moment. Can I break the glass? I cannot. Not for lack of trying. Although unlike Metal Gear Solid, it's not that it detected me like this one here. We need a password that we do not have, of course. Chop this entire face off. The direction we're scrolling always kind of take me a second to get used to. It's not always super clear as I'm scrolling if we're going to the left or to the right. Just kind of the way the menu and the UI displays the info. It always just kind of takes me a second of trying to see which direction we're going. Now, do I use that enhancement module, or do I wait for, like, a rocket launcher and make it an even spicier rocket launcher? I think we'll hang on to it for now. We do have even more shotgun ammo in case I needed it. I mean, not that I'm ever gonna say no to more shotgun ammo. That'd be sacrilegious. Also, someone mentioned Red Faction earlier, and yeah, I am definitely getting some Red Faction vibes. Not just from the color palette, although the color palette is definitely helping. It's this deep red. Definitely give me some Marsian feels. As of course, that game takes place almost entirely on Mars. It's the red aspect. Okay, so I see. That's a good example right there. I was trying to see which LMG I wanted to select. There we go. They are very fast and they want to be. Oh, actually, I didn't want to get the item. I just wanted to Get the ammo. So I guess I could just discard this one. Works. Destructive physics. Yeah, we need that Geomod engine. That shit was so cool. I really liked that back in the day. I get a password here. Hectic. Promotion to the position of Ancillary Security Administrator. Hurt Admin 91. Resolute Urgency. Resolute Urgency. Look forward to having you on board, he says. Continued service to Intrepid. All right, good. Good. So we have a login. We don't have the name known for this person, but we can assume it's probably the person to whom it belonged. Now, the login info we saw on the workstation earlier, I thought it was like a woman's name. I didn't think it was... What was it? Go all the way down. Oh, or actually, I guess all the way up, rather. Promotion, here it is, yeah. Yeah, Kurt Admin. I thought it was Hurt Admin. Oh, I misread it. I admined myself today. I mean, I know some system admins where pain is part of the game, unfortunately. Honestly, I'm being ridiculous by, like, micromanaging my ammo so much. I should just shoot them in the face. Because I have so much ammo that I need to be using. I'm doing myself a disservice by, you know, trying to melee the melee-only enemies. It's making the game take longer than it needs to. What the great peppy hair. Just shoot it, folks! Good old Kenny login. Oh my god. Now that I said that out loud, the joke, it clicked. The joke clicked. It took a second for the penny to drop, but yeah, we got there. Kenny and his various logins. Wonder if any system admins use that as a joke from time to time. I sure hope they do. Or if it's like too painful. It's like, this is stupid, Alex. You're embarrassing yourself. I want to check the other corpse. Yeah, that means he has nothing. Never mind. That is bulletproof glass. There's some Half-Life. There absolutely are some borrowed sound effects. Door definitely is blocked. There's our homie who's desperately wanting to be BFFs with us. Can't say I blame him. We are pretty cool. That is a good Steam name. That is a very good Steam display profile name. I remember one point I saw, Aaron, some of your previous Steam login names, and so many of them were incredibly good. Like this is a man who has boundless creative potential. Finisher, you say? Finisher, but I hardly even know her. This is an even more damagey version of this thing. And more accurate, too. Damn, man, there's really hardly any reason to even use this thing. I think I might actually switch from this guy. Let's unload. And unload. What's this thing? Oh, it's like a... Well, hold on. Precision. Okay, so it's accurate. It's probably not a... Oh, it's a heavy sidearm. Deals significant damage. It's just a heavy pistol. The side-loading magazine is wild. It's like a grease gun, almost. Interesting. We could make it more accurate. We could also make it more damaging if we wanted to. I feel like I should wait for, like, a sniper rifle or something. Like, really make something spicy. Or just upload our... or increase our shotgun even more. Make it more obnoxious. hard time landing shots with this thing, though. Bella. Give me the juice. Is that a bad guy? I don't think it is. See this silhouette in the background. I'm like, what am I looking at? This is where we came from. The store is still locked. Yeah. Weird how that pistol was just sitting there. Also, I like this path. That was the Gamma Suite. This is the Neuro Research Suite. Just switch it up from time to time. Yeah. Exactly. Who's this mystery man in my friends list? I'll admit, Aaron, there were a couple times where I'd see her name in the Discord server, and I'd be like, wait, who is that again? Because I'd be like, it's a screen name I don't recognize, but like, they're definitely a person I should know. What's this then? It's another weapon? Good lord. But then, yeah, I checked like the profile, I'd be like, oh, I recognize that Twitch name, alright. Classification experimental. Experimental, you say? Proceed to discharge the tether in direction of a willing or unwilling subject. Energy points from the weapon. Huh. I wonder how exactly it works. When they talk about disengage, oh, I see it recharges slowly over time. The whole notion of engaging with the subject. Disengage from a subject, use middle mouse button. A tether. I wonder what the tether does. Maybe this will tell me about it, actually. Here we go. Yeah, the tradition lives on. I like it. I like it. It keeps us. It keeps us on our toes. Keeps us fresh. The boundaries of worksite compliance and combat effectiveness grants the user unparalleled control over their subjects. A tactical advantage in hostile engagements and precise control in remote work settings. Oh my gosh. A highly skilled user may vicariously work through the body of a lower skilled, more expendable laborer. Oh my fucking god. So if you wanted to control another fella and have them like murder their own buddies. That's pretty nutty. So give me a sec. Okay, it's fine. And let me switch back to this. Cool, sorry. Just checking a couple things. Where's my cursor? There it is. Anything else? Yeah, so it penetrates the cerebral cortex upon impact. Okay. Provides operator with a certain the point of view experience, so you can shoot, you can like see and control as they see it. It's a lot of words. Consumes energy to putting the built-in energy source. Okay. It recharges upon disengagement. Has limited distance. Makes sense. Excessive and prolonged usage may result in adverse effects in the user and the controlled subject, including but not limited to cognitive dissonance, personality dissociation, and neural degradation. Should not be held liable for any damages. Ooh, buddy. So firing it is simple. Yeah, the industrial military complex, it's fucked up, man. Remote in murders. I mean, yeah, it do be that way, man. Bell towards the target. Okay. Now the downside, of course, is that if we take control of something, the player character, we're a sitting duck while we're controlling something else, presumably. So it might not be a good idea to use this in the heat of battle, at least. But from undercover, you know, you could use this and take out some other fellas, conserving our own ammo and health, I suppose. Keep an eye on the energy levels. Disengage, press the middle mouse button. Recharges automatically. Gain crucial information from unwilling subjects, but exercise restraint because there are consequences for overuse. Okay. Now, if we wanted to, I guess maybe we could make it more damaging, although I don't know if there's really no built-in damage. There's no real damage per se. I guess we could increase the fire rate or something. The capacity. Did I find a second finisher? I think that was our original finisher. Guess that's a compact, yeah. I'm glad we didn't walk off with that, and I'd have felt really silly. So we're gonna look for an opportunity to use this cool new toy. Now, this is something of a dead end. Except we have these login credentials now. Maybe we're expected to go back and use those in that first computer area. Again, I didn't think that was the screen name. I thought the screen name was someone's name, but maybe I'm misremembering, or maybe I didn't read close enough. Because I am curious to try this thing out, but I just have to make sure I'm smart about it. So yeah, this requires a 3-digit password. By the way, I do want to try this gun out before we wrap up for the night. It is getting kind of late. Of course, it is a Smatterday, so I can be up reasonably late. I can be reasonably reasonably irresponsible. I should probably exercise some restraint. Especially because we will most assuredly be streaming tomorrow. The hope is to continue with more XCOM 2. XCOM 2 co-op with the homies, but that will of course depend on everyone else's schedules. I already know that one person is out. I know Mallory's going on travel pretty soon again. So she'll be out. Hopefully we'll still have other Aaron, Call a Baritone, and possibly Jet. Jet I know has been pretty busy as well. And I know Fod he's been out of commission because he's been doing other stream projects. So it might be kind of a 4-person group. Yeah, Kurt Admin 1. What was it? It was Resolute. What was it called again? Doors blocked. Resolute Urgency. There we go. We got there, baby. Carpet from The Shining. That's actually a good question. I wonder if that is a legit reference to it, because I couldn't recognize it off the top of my head without looking it up, but I wonder if that was a deliberate thing they were going for. Mr. Hectic. What a cool last name. Security breach. Log, that is. Last 30 days. Breaches and anomalies included. Major and minor. So, February 14th, that's the day of the gala. Unauthorized vessel in receiving bay. One unidentified passenger. I was at 5 o'clock. Oh, and then 2 hours earlier. Reactor power unstable. And then 2.5 hours before that. Life support system. Unauthorized access to it. Interesting. Seems like this was more than a one person putzing around. This was like multiple points of very deliberate sabotage. Unauthorized access to nav system, nav control, 11:15. Security system at 10 a.m. Yes, there was a buildup. 5 a.m. the previous morning. Deck 16, unauthorized access to restricted area. I mean, there were all these entry, notes of things, unauthorized access, violations being done. Were there any actions taken? I don't know. Unauthorized recreational vapor usage. Yo, Vape Nation. What's up, Street Halo? Halloween weekend. That's a good question, actually. I don't have any current plans. I can tell you that there's going to be a Dare Drop game that's going to be becoming available, I think, late next week. I think Thursday or Friday, called World of Horror. World of Horror has been in early access for a while. And I think it's having its 1.0 release on Thursday or Friday of this coming week. That is absolutely a game I'm going to be playing. I don't know so much about Halloween specifically, but that's very much on my horizon. But no, I don't have any plans for that Halloween weekend. The Halloween day of, I might stream, but I'll definitely be handing out candy to trick-or-treaters, because I live in a house now, which is cool. So me and my wife will be handing out candy to trick-or-treaters. But we'll see about streams. It'll depend on how late we go and what kind of wily antics we get up into. Because yeah, this time last year I lived in a condo, and I didn't get trick-or-treaters. Binary malfunction. Airlock detection. Airlock use detection. Order of an event. After hours equipment check-in. Expired personnel credentials. Activating a sentinel. Okay. Or entering the storage area. Scan the barcode. Okay. Enter the storage area. Scan for all the items inside the storage area. Make no discrepancies. Okay. Access code 761. There it is. I knew there'd be something useful in here. Play World of Horror. Yeah, it looks so cool. I watched a little bit of somebody stream it, but very quickly I determined I want to play this myself, and I didn't want to watch too much of it because I was like, this game looks freaking cool as hell. Yeah, I'm very excited to check that out next week, or maybe the week afterwards. But yeah, it is absolutely on my list. Sweep for intrusions. Check the ventilation system in particular. Secure dangerous items. Stored away. Then lock the door again. So 761. And of course, security status unavailable, naturally. 761. So check one terminal. We use a password. Yeah, here's the carpet, by the way. We use the password to unlock the terminal to get more deets on another terminal that uses a different password. Or I guess it's a passcode password system, but still. We use one password to unlock the password for another system. Retro games. Oh yeah, like World of Horror. World of Horror has like a kind of a pixely retro kind of style. Of course, this game very much is a retro revival game. You know, a game styled to look old school, even though it is very much a new game. In fact, it's so new, it's still in development. World of Horror is still in development too, but it's about to exit early access. But I do appreciate that, Street Halo. It's good. Always nice having you around. Appreciate you, buddy. 761. Granted. So now... something got yoinked. Bloody handprints and everything. Well, I think that might be considered an intrusion, so I'm supposed to use my scanner to see what the happening haps are. I should definitely follow him, right? Alright, hold on. Before I do that, let's scan the rest of this area down here. You still have this cool Neuralink item. Oh, this is the other door. Okay, so it unlocked both doors. That's nice. Only one way to go then. Only one way to go, baby. What awaits? What glorious, wonderful things await at the end of this murder hallway? There's a dead guy. Oh. Are you a friend? You look kind of fucked up. So, and I wasn't able to establish a link. So I'll be ready. I'll be ready with a more loaded weapon. Yeah, your arm looks a little bit fucked up. Severed appendage. I don't know his name. So this is the guy I saw from afar. I wonder if he's gonna be like crazed and he's gonna attack us. Let's talk to him.
If you think I look bad, You should see the other guy. I'm finished. I can't go on, I know that. I'd only slow you down. Here, take my nano card. It'll let you into the lower deck. They were having a party there. Maybe you can still escape.
Nice. I expect him to turn crazy and try to murder us. Maybe he still will. Can I just hand him his arm? Actually, hold on. I have another arm. Oh, I dropped the arm. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, and the haunted PS1 game. Those were so fun. I do need to get back to those because we still have the rest of the 2022 collection to play. There's probably going to be a 2023 collection if there isn't one already. I guess I haven't double checked, but yeah, there's still more of those that I want to play. And then, of course, not even the collections, but the onesie-twosie indie horror games. We'll probably play some of those in the Extra Life Marathon. Extra Life Marathons, plural. We have we'll be doing 3 of those throughout the months of November and December. So we got those to look forward to as well. Well, thanks for the security card, bud. I appreciate you. Sorry I shot you with the brain device earlier. I thought he was a bad guy. I was excited to use this cool new thing on the fella. So yeah, what happened here? I thought this was like a dude getting dragged away by a monster. I didn't realize he was the monster, so explains what happened here. So I apparently missed the bullets here. So now that I've got this other key card thing, I'm trying to know where to go to use this cool new key card that I just got. But I go back the way we were originally headed. My guy got a little winded there. So this is the one. Yeah, this one was blocked. Already know that one. I feel like this was a dead end though. We got the brain link device. Yeah, there really wasn't much else. We read all the stuff on that little terminal. I guess we just go back then. Yeah, I'm trying to rack my brain. Where was an area where there was a door where we had insufficient access? Maybe we need to go back up. Oh, there was, it was further up a couple layers, a couple levels, I think. I think I'll know when I see it. I think that's what it's gonna be. Bye, buddy.
Good luck.
Oh, now I feel bad for him. I mean, I guess he didn't want to suffer, and who can blame him, but still. He was like our only friend, man. He was nice. He helped us out. He gave us valuable intel and a little passcode thing. I mean, I did say that by virtue of us meeting him, he was probably not long for this world. He was gonna get got. Wish that it weren't the case. We've had very few, actually just zero bad guy encounters since getting the Neuralink weapon. Maybe that's not it. So I guess we just go back down this way. Or I jump down. Maybe I should have looked before leaping. Okay, no, never mind. This was a dead end. So we keep going back the way we came then. Must have been something else we passed. Right, well, I'm gonna save real quick. I think we're gonna wrap up soon, but I do want to go just a little bit further so that I can see what this device does, what this Neuralink weapon does. I just want to see it in action. And I think the implication is that there's another door back this way that we couldn't go through that is now available to us. I just want to see what this thing does. I just want to talk. I just want to experiment, you know? Nothing weird. Yeah, it's back at the very, very start. I get it now. I get it. Corpse. Was it this one? No, we've already been there. I'm sure it was down this way. We were having a bit of a party down here. Yeah. There we go. I've taken control. So I can like control this Zombo friend. I thought we were bros. So they can sense the fact that I'm under control. Okay, so by doing that, so I took some damage. I see that now. I took, oh shit. Oh shit. So I took some damage there. I was at like, I don't know, 80 something, now I'm at 70. So it's not always a good idea, because you do lose some health. But I could see how, yes, there will be times then when it's more, you know, worth your while. Like if you're in a room where you know you're gonna get fucked up, that's when you should use the Neuralink weapon. Because you sacrifice a little bit of health to take control of an enemy to, you know, fucking murder a room to death. This is their disco. This is their disco orgy. That's where the disco orgy drugs were being consumed. Yeah, very normal stuff. Well, like I said, we were gonna wrap it up here. It is getting quite late. I can feel myself getting kind of tired, so let's go and wrap it up here. But this game is really cool. This was kind of a first look kind of stream, just to try the game out. I would straight try before we buy, but I already own the game. I got a review copy of the game, of course, so I'm one of the lucky ones who was able to get a review copy. The game is still in early access. You know, they got content update number 1, where they did add, I don't know what level we're on right now. If I go back, it doesn't give us a number per se, but I'm assuming we're on level, I don't know, 3 or 4 by this point. So we probably have like another 1 or 2 streams left in this game before we get to the new content. I don't know how many levels are in the new area, but presumably it's a few levels probably with this new update. And so far as I can tell, this new content was not added with like DLC or an expansion that you had to buy. I think if you own the game, you just get all further updates, presumably for free, presumably for the entirety of the game's development history. So I don't know how long the game will be in early access. I don't know like what the game plan is. Like if there's a, oh, wrong scene there. That's a preview of the TikTok view screen. I don't know how long like of a development roadmap there is, or how many developers are working on the project. Like I don't know. This is just kind of a first look, but I like what I saw. Between this and Diluvian Ultra, I think I might be partial to this one a little bit more, because Diluvian Ultra is very cool, but it's like maybe just a little bit more out there than I would prefer. But I will very much be finishing both games for sure. In addition to Unholy, the other horror game we were playing a couple months back that I never did finish. We got it through Dare Drop and I never finished it. And then of course Alien Dark Descent. Really all 4 of these games have at least some kind of horror slant. I guess Diluvian Ultra is the least horror-esque of the 4 of them, because that's a little bit more of an action focus, but still, it's definitely the hardest of the, well, no, Alien's Dark Descent is the hardest, but between the shooters, Diluvian Ultra is by far the hardest, because, yeah, like you get got so quickly in that game. This game is kind of billed as a slower paced, you gotta play the game smartly kind of game, but yeah, really, I would say it's quite generous with ammo that's given to you and healing items. It makes me want to play on the harder difficulty, but I never did see any options for changing the difficulty setting, so maybe you are kind of locked in once you hit new game, but that's fine.